into the day with the dawn ringing in my ears. Oh, well, I tune into my TV show. No better way, I gotta get myself into gear. Let's go. Oh, and I feel good today with my wake up in the morning espresso. I feel good today. It's my feel good breakfast show.
And a very good morning, you beautiful people. Welcome to your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso, right here on SABC3. It's Wednesday, the 21st of August, and welcome to our wonderful, beautiful abode, your home for the next 3 hours as we bring forth the Feel Good and infuse it into a day where we will be celebrating all kinds of delicious things in the kitchen. I'll tell you all about it in a second, but I hope that you have slept well, you've had good dreams, you've woken up revitalized, full of energy, and you're ready to take on a brand new day. Now, of course, in our kitchen today, we'll be traveling a little bit outside of the studio with our culinary hotline. Bling, say it! Sing, sing, sing! And we're discovering all kinds of things about Portugal, if you will. And so you'll see that on social media, on Expresso Morning Show, SABC3. We've asked you, saying good morning. So pastel de nata, if you've ever heard of that, peri peri, prego, and let's not forget Cristiano Ronaldo. And I was also reminded Jay something right here in South Africa. What's the best thing that Portugal has shared with the world? Perhaps you are a lover of all kinds of things Portuguese, whether it is the food, whether it is the football, the music that goes along with the Portuguese culture that spreads all across not just Portugal itself, but in Brazil as well. Let us know all about that, and we'd love to engage with you today throughout our culinary hotline Bling, and of course in the studio as well when we get cooking a little bit later on. But it's going to be one of those great days. We're halfway through the week, and we're going to make sure that you feel all of the feel-good vibes as we go on along. Let's meet the rest of the team and find out how they're doing. Morning, guys.
Good morning, team.
Sun's out, legs out.
Legs out, baby. And we say this because we want summer to come now. Spring is in the air. I think we're feeling it in different parts of the country. My name is Graham Richards. This is the gorgeous Leanne Williams.
Hi.
I love this. I get to watch like the finishing touches to the whole beauty regime here in this space. It feels quite cool, man.
Yeah,
I love
this is the place where we just put it all together. We're available for it, huh?
Completely, man.
We
And,
really
and
are.
often we do kind of require your help. So thank you for your input yesterday with
Yes.
selecting my jacket. But we'll get into our outfits. You do look gorgeous this morning.
As do you.
But of course, in the hope that spring is here, we're going to get through some of our temperatures and see what you can expect so you can kind of inform your own dress regime this morning. Let's kick it off up in Jersey, mainly sunny conditions, but little to no wind, clear skies expected towards the evening, temperatures becoming chilly. Humidity remains for the duration of the day and decreases as the evening approaches, but sounds pretty good. Durb's partly sunny, pleasant temperatures as you'd expect. A northeasterly breeze will pick up throughout the day. Cloud cover slightly decreasing as the day progresses and humidity remains steady. Enjoy the break from the rain. I was chatting to a Durbanite yesterday. It was like, oh, it's unbelievable. We just had like rain for 3 days. I'm like, well, you know, it does happen occasionally. I know not very often in Durbs. In Port Elizabeth, plenty of sunshine with warm temperatures and a light northeasterly wind. That's going to die down towards the evening. The sky remaining clear for the entire day. Temperatures peaking later afternoon. Don't forget your sunscreen. That sounds like sundowner kind of weather for me, man. And then Cape Town, it's sunny, baby. Sunny conditions with warmer temperatures than yesterday. Cloud cover slightly decreasing towards the afternoon. Little to no wind expected as humidity fluctuates throughout the day. And a warm, beautiful sunset is expected. Sundowners again.
Yeehaw.
That's a nice way to kind of enter the peak of hump day and just kind of freewheel towards the weekend. Start that vibe.
And of course, there's been some really great temperatures around the country. As you can see in the Western Cape, short sleeves. We're getting out, you know, that spring wardrobe, which is really wonderful. I'm loving my dress, by the way. It's this little wrap dress that, you know, I always tend to gravitate towards. I love the fact that it's got a beautiful little belt detail over here. It's got a low plunging neckline, and of course, it's got a little bit of a slit, if that's your thing. But you know, you just need to watch it.
Nice modest length, and I like the fact that the pastel colors are popping with the kind of nude heels. Beautiful, absolutely
but also,
stunning.
I'm finding now that we're starting to wear less clothes as we move into the warmer months. The skin needs more hydration. Have you noticed you've got 50 shades of grey everything?
No, man.
Hey,
I'm moisturized, man. I grew up in Joburg, so I'm moisturized. I'm constantly moisturizing.
Listen, this is a whole vibe. Love your skin. It's the extreme moisture body oil, and literally your skin just like drinks it in. So it makes it look as though you've had that summer glow all year round, but it's actually not. So that's just a little secret
It's
for me.
called
Don't tell
self-love, okay? If you're going to love your skin, it's an indication that you love yourself, but don't be shy of a beautiful
And
oil.
plus it's the biggest organ, so you want to take care of it as well, hey?
No, you're smashing it on every level, girl. Smashing it on every level. So
And we're
hopefully
kind of matchy also with your pocket square.
and
the
I
colour
went
of
for
my
that, eh? It
dress.
was like the last little touch, and I spoke to Wardrobe. I'm like, hey, something a little, just
You're
like,
cool.
just a little pie,
I
just a
like
little
you.
bam, but it works. So you can let us know how you are feeling about your outfits. What are you going into this day? What sort of mindset are you approaching? Maybe even post a few pictures, inspire us with how you're looking this morning.
All right, well, let's get you inspired and started off on this Wednesday morning, midway through the week, with a quote of the day from Swedish model, actress, and dancer who began her career at the age of 5 years old, quite young, and then she went on to first make Swedish short film and TV series appearances, and then went on to win an Oscar award for her supporting role in the film Danish Girl. And I'm talking about none other than Alicia Vikander. And she once had these wise words to share, saying, "The mere fact of being able to call your job your passion is success in my eyes." Wow. Get that again. The mere fact of being able to call your job your passion is success in my eyes. So I guess if you take that into your day, if you find yourself stuck in a job that doesn't challenge you, that doesn't fuel any sort of fulfillment and purpose and passion in your life, do something about it. In fact, maybe it's time that you ask yourself that question. Are you passionate about what you do? Every morning when you wake up and you go to work, do you feel ready to take on a day and excited about the challenges that await you? Do engage with us. We'll share this with you on Twitter at Expresso Show. And of course, you can find us as well on Facebook, Expresso Morning Show, SABC3, and on Instagram at Expresso Show as well. And do engage with us all throughout the morning. In the next 3 hours, we are yours. And you know what I wish was mine right now? A delicious cup of coffee, which I know. Sis Princess, I hope that you are preparing it for me. How are you this morning, Lala? Yes, Nana. Yeah. Oh, there it is. Beautiful. Thank you very much. Cannot wait to take a sip. But let's get you started on the, of course, updating you on the latest headlines of the morning. And Leanne has those for you.
Thank you so much, Kat. In the national news this morning, Justice Edwin Cameron yesterday delivered his last ruling in the Constitutional Court in Johannesburg, 25 years after his appointment. Chief Justice Mogoeng praised Cameron for the important role that he played in making AIDS drugs freely available. The Basic Education Department has invited students who failed the May-June senior certificate exams to register for an opportunity to rewrite. On the international front, a Spanish woman has become the second foreigner in a week to be arrested at Kenya's international airport for wearing an ivory bangle. 50-year-old Maria Pitch Aguilera pleaded guilty and paid a fine of $9,800 for illegal possession of ivory. Pakistan has said that it will take the Kashmir dispute to the International Court of Justice. Kashmir has been the site of decades of sporadic conflict. A decision by the International Court of Justice would be advisory only unless both countries agreed beforehand that the ruling should be binding. And then finally, tired of dealing with Cape Town's parking problems? Well, the following could be the answer. A parking bay in upmarket Clifton is now on offer for a cool 1.25 million rand. It comes with perks, though, featuring Atlantic Ocean views, 24-hour security, and private access to one of the world's most famous beaches. Guaranteed parking such as this is extremely sought after during Cape Town's peak season in summer, when thousands flock to beaches. Clifton's famous beaches are only accessible via long, winding staircases, and street parking is limited. This is actually seen as a bargain, as some of the houses in the neighborhood sell upwards of 30 million rand. Also in 2017, another parking bay in Clifton sold for 1.65 million rand. All I'm going to say is, wow. Let's take a look at what's happening in the world of sport. Here's Graham.
Thank you so much, Lee. Let's kick it off with our midweek footy action. In Tuesday's PSL action, we saw shared points all round as reigning champions Mamelodi Sundowns drew 1-1 with Cape Town City in the Atteridgeville Stadium. And AmaZulu and Orlando Pirates, they played to a very intense encounter, albeit without any goals, 0-0, the draw there at the Zwelithini Stadium in Durbs last night. And on to rugby news, Western Province's Damian Willemse might get the opportunity to start at fly-off. That's when his team faces the Cheetahs in the 7th round of the Currie Cup at the Toyota Stadium on Saturday, now going down to the wire. And in cricket, it's bodyline action. Australian batsman Steve Smith has now been ruled out of the third Ashes test after suffering that concussion. He was hit on the neck by a Jofra Archer bouncer on day 4 of that second test against England at Lord's. More on all of those stories as we progress.
Don't fear the flu. Boost your immune system with Effaflu-C Immune Booster by Pharmadynamics. Effective, affordable healthcare.
So once again, we thank you for sending through your awe-inspiring sunrise pictures. Gary Okamp, regular contributor, sent to us the sunrise from East London, where sunny conditions can be expected. Gary, with some pleasant temperatures and a light northeasterly wind for the day, reach a max of about 22 degrees. Tajveer Chandar sent us this sunrise picture from Greyton in KZN, where plenty of sunshine can be expected. My friend, with clear skies, little to no wind, reaching a maximum of 18 degrees, but you can expect a brief respite from all of the rain. Let's get into some of those temperatures in your neck of the woods. Polokwane, you start on a low of 4 degrees, going up to 21 degrees. Mbombela, 8 and 24, your range. Pretoria, 8 and 22 degrees. Plenty of sunshine for Jersey today. Chilly start, 6 degrees, going up to 21 though. Northeasterly wind of around 15 k's an hour in Mahikeng, 8 your low, going up to 24 degrees. Clear skies for Klerksdorp, albeit with a chilly start, 6 degrees, going up to 24 degrees. Kimberley ranging between 5 and 25. Lowest country temper in the country, as it's been all year pretty much. Bloem, 1 degrees is where you start, going up to 22 degrees as a maximum. Then we've got some occasional rain expected for Richards Bay. 13 degrees is your low, going up to 22 degrees. Pietermaritzburg ranging between 8 and 22. Durbs, 14 and 22. High humidity for Mthatha, 6 degrees is your low, going up to 24. Then a northeasterly wind of around 22 kilometers an hour to be aware of in East London. 12 your low, going up to 22 degrees. Craddock, chilly start, 4 degrees, but going up to a beautiful 26. PE, 12 and 21 your range. George, 12 and 25. High humidity for Sutherland today, but plenty of sunshine. 7 degrees your low, going up to 21 degrees. Cape Town ranging between 10 and 25. Worcester, 11 your low, going up to a max of 29. And the highest temperature in the country, certainly showing the change in seasons. 14 your low, going up to 29 degrees in Springbok. Uppington ranging between 11 and 28 degrees. As always, we hope it's a beautiful day regardless of the weather.
Now, calling all puzzle solvers, champion swimmers, gym bunnies, and basically everyone out there, ordinary people all alike, because hashtag TIOT9 is still looking for Tropica fans to join the 6 celebrity contestants on the search for smooth fame and fortune on the island of Curacao.
Now, the entry videos have been streaming in, and as you might know, we love showing you our hot picks of the day. Now, the following video was submitted by Michelle Perkins on Instagram, and she is taking a chance by putting herself out there to see if she's got what it takes to join our 6 hashtag TIOT9 celebrity contestants in the Caribbean.
Yeah, let's see how smooth she is. Ooh. The play. So, not as smooth at the moment.
Yeah.
We will play druk. Ons gaan play druk, and we will druk play in good time, and then we will wait to see all of her confidence. You know, we're going to druk play now. Press play.
Druk it.
What's smoother than a Tropica? Me, my name is Michelle Perkins, and I'm right here in the mother city, Cape Town. I'm a fun and energetic person who loves to smile, loves to exercise, loves to engage with people. And I've got a lot of big dreams. What would I do with the money, you may ask? I have no idea, because I don't have it. If I had 500,000 Rand in my account, I would probably go to Dubai and do a lot of shopping. Or I might invest some money, pay some debts. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. I hope you vote for me.
Cute! I like her.
She should do one in the swimming challenges. I feel like the afro has a certain amount of buoyancy that would keep her head above water.
Boing. I absolutely love it. I think there was confidence.
Brilliant.
I think there was cuteness. I think she's definitely got determination and stealth.
Yeah.
She needs to be a stealthy, focused person. Question is, Do you think that you've got what it takes to compete on Tropica Island of Treasure Season 9?
course you
Prove it by recording a video of yourself describing how you would outsmooth your competition on the island. Head to tropica.co.za to fill in an entry form and upload your video. And it could be winning you some really smooth fame and fortune.
Yeah.
And the season of Tropica Island of Treasure Season 9, baby. Curacao.
Absolutely.
T's and C's can be found on tropica.co.za. Must be all of this fame and fortune. Kiss it.
That's mwah.
Woo!
9 of Tropica Island of Treasure. Welcome to Curacao in the Caribbean.
Buy Tropica and come find your smooth fame and fortune. Audition online now to compete with your favorite celeb,
And you could join us in paradise.
and stand a chance to win your share of a smooth 1 million rand. Grab a Tropica for details and see you in paradise.
The more Tropica you buy, the more chances you have to win hundreds of thousands of prizes. Tropica, nothing smoother.
Yeah, I think what trial and error on Tropica Island of Treasure. Clearly, we all need a little bit of coffee this morning. Good morning, my sweet, sweet princess. How are you, my dear?
I'm good, and you?
I'm very good. I was going to ask you, as if I wasn't confident that you had already made us our coffees, but I can see, I can smell the
Yes.
Java.
Yes.
A little something for me. Thank you, my dear. And something for the team. I think we all need a bit of a
Yes.
wake-up call. It's midweek. I know kind of your energy can be flagging a little bit. It's hump day. We're going to freewheel to the weekend, but lest we forget, very important day. Presenter search on 3 goes large and in charge tonight right here on the channel. So we're going to delve into some of the excitement, some of the drama, something that you can all look forward to at the end of the day. Then, of course, we are celebrating all things Portuguese today. We know that we've got an incredibly proud Portuguese community here in South Africa. Share some culture with us. Let us know what are your favorite, I think, imports, exports from Portugal. Are they called farturas? The beautiful little donutty things that we used to get at Lusito Land. Absolutely love it. Please share with us your favorite culinary delights as we take you into the culinary hotline, Portuguese style. Stay tuned, it's going to be a cracker of a show. Oh, I love you, princess. Love you, girl.
A taste loved by those who have tried it. McAfee, great coffee, simple. See you after the break.
Only you can make my day.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's Expresso right here on SABC3. It's a Wednesday, y'all. I'm so excited. And of course, another exciting hour of reality TV is coming your way tonight as episode 3 of Present to Search on 3, the Expresso edition, hits your screens 7:30 p.m. on SABC3. Now, while the show is bringing you premium content as we move on to the Durban round of the audition phase, you may have had a chance to see all of the hilarious Instagram auditions submitted by presenter hopefuls. Now, there were plenty of hopefuls who used the opportunity to let us know that not only were they ready to shine, they also needed to have gainful employment. So it's going to be really wonderful. I love to see. Do you know what stood out for me the most in the audition videos? How good at multitasking everybody was.
How so?
They were busy.
Oh, okay,
busy.
okay.
Do you know what I'm saying? Getting out of the car, walking in the house, making coffee.
And it is kind of non-stop, I suppose. We kind of do gooi, you know, on the show, but that's the kind of vibe you get.
I think it was to show versatility.
Yeah.
But I was like, I
But
don't
in 30
think
seconds.
we're that busy on the
In
show.
30 seconds, you need to kind of show it all of. I think that's also part of the challenge. How do you show off all of the skills you've got in a very short amount of time and still remain calm and not seem overly excited? Because you know you need to be able to handle that kind of emotional challenge.
It's going to be quite interesting. So I can't wait to see what's going to happen with the Durban auditions. Do not miss it. Durban was actually quite great. They brought the heat. And there are 11 more episodes on this journey to finding out who will take the 2 coveted presenting spots right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Basically, this is
where you're going to be sitting
right
here.
I love that.
And you can also share in this exciting process to see what all went down at the Durban round of auditions and callbacks by tuning in to Present to Search on 3, the Expresso position, tonight at 7:30 p.m. right here on SABC3, where the stage, darlings, is yours.
Own it. Own it.
It's your time to shine with Present to Search on 3 and Orbit Gum.
I love it. I love
You're
it
doing
so
a
much.
fantastic job, by the way.
Thank you.
In that space. I think a lot of people really,
shining.
they've really enjoyed having you to connect with in that space, and I'm talking about the hopefuls. There's obviously a big online conversation going on around this. It's a lot of fun. Just track Twitter tonight during the show from kind of 7 onwards. Do that hashtag Present to Search on 3 just to see the internal conversation, all the contestants talking to each other. It's actually it's one of the best parts of the show. So get on that bandwagon. Something's coming, man.
Yeah, there was a big internal conversation happening on Twitter streets and on Facebook yesterday as we teased you with a round of emoji charades about something really exciting and really exclusive that we're going to be revealing today. So this is the picture that we showed you and asked you, and put all of those together and try and think of what is going on. What are we announcing today? So let's see what some of you had to
I
say.
didn't get it yesterday.
Are you
I was
being
like,
serious?
What is it?
Yeah.
And now I'm like, now I get it.
This is what Stubby saw. Tokor. Wait, Tokor. Marvel Avengers. I really love this franchise, and I can't wait to hear this exclusive announcement tomorrow. Hashtag Expresso Morning Show from Stubby Saw. Tokor. I don't know.
That sounds. Brittany Queen Peters saying my absolute favorite universe, Marvel Cinematic Universe, Avengers. You went quite specific there.
What does that mean, though?
What does it all mean? These little meme picture things we're using are pretty cool, man.
It is pretty cool. Also, AI Grief says Marvel Cinematic Universe, the MCU.
Does that mean that IA Grief or Grief believes that Marvel Cinematic Universe is
coming?
The whole thing. Maybe we're in it right now.
Exactly. Charmaine Marriott says Marvel with all of our heroes. What's going on?
Are we
What's
getting
going on? You
close?
guys are definitely getting hotter and hotter and hotter. So all I can say is make sure to stick around for our exclusive and exciting announcement, which will be coming to you after the break.
I feel like Stubby Som Tokor is onto something. He's onto something.
This video of you. Welcome back. Thank you so much for tuning in. We absolutely love you. Thank you for being a part of what promises to be quite a momentous show this morning. The moment that we've been waiting for is here, and we're about to announce some very exciting news of a brand new spectacle, I think is the only way we can describe it, that is heading to South African shores. Take a look at this.
Marvel Universe Live, where your favorite Marvel superheroes and villains come to life. A thrilling storyline, epic action, non-stop excitement. It's the ultimate family experience. Join Spider-Man, the Avengers, Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, Black Widow, and Hulk. Even Loki's here to wreak havoc, and Doctor Strange, Wasp, Black Panther, Iron Fist. Wait a minute, you mean to tell me they're all in this show? Okay, Green Goblin, Electro, Lizard, Rhino, Black Cat. Oh man, even these guys show up? Marvel Universe Live. Come witness all, yeah, all of your favorite characters in the same place.
Finally!
That is so cool. Wow.
Oh my.
Wow.
They're all there.
Yeah, so
They're
it's
all
happening.
there.
You heard it here first. From Friday the 24th of January to Sunday the 9th of February, all Marvel fans will get the chance to assemble for the legendary battle to defend the universe from evil. Marvel Universe Live, an epic arena stunt show that is an incredible sensory overload of non-stop superhero action from all over the Marvel Universe. That is amazing. That is crazy.
Amazing. Alongside Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, Black Panther, Hulk, Black Widow, Wasp, Iron Fist, the Guardians of the Galaxy. They all make their live production debut to help fight the scheming, menacing, and loathsome villains like Loki, Yondu, and Green Goblin even makes an appearance. Come on!
Yeah, and of course there you can witness cutting-edge special effects, aerial maneuvers, pyrotechnics, martial arts, motorcycle stunts, and vast 3D video projections in this completely new thrilling adventure. The floor show is enhanced with strobe lighting, lasers, and fire and smoke, along with substantial sound effects to set the location and heighten the excitement for all the fans of all ages who will be immersed in the Marvel Universe and experience it with the family. Oh, and it's all going to be live. Right there, action.
And I hope this becomes like a yearly thing that I'm just sad that we've got to wait as long as we have to wait. Okay, make a date for 2020, baby. Do not miss this wonderful opportunity for fun family entertainment. It's going to be epic. General tickets go on sale from next Tuesday, and this is going to sell very fast. Tuesday, the 27th of August at 9 a.m. at CompuTicket. Might as well sleep out. And if you want to discover more about Marvel Universe Live, then head right on over to marveluniverselive.com.
Yeah, cool, and of course, it wouldn't be an exclusive announcement on Expresso if we weren't offering you the chance to win tickets to see the amazing extravaganza with your loved ones.
Of course
we're doing it. So entering is very simple. If you SMS the keyword ticket along with your full name and surname and where you live, so the city, to 33728, you'll be entered into a randomized draw for one of 3 family ticket packs. So each family ticket pack consists of 4 tickets to the total value of 1,460, and entries are limited to residents of Gauteng, as the show does take place in Pretoria's Sun Arena at Times Square.
I'm going to become a superhero so I can fly up there for that right now. So again, to stand the chance of winning the set of 4 tickets, very valuable prize for you and your amazing family. See Marvel Universe Live, large and in charge on Friday the 24th of January 2020. Simply SMS the keyword ticket, your full name, the city, obviously where you reside, to 33728. It's going to cost you just $1.50. No free SMSs apply, but you can find, as always, all the terms and conditions on expressoshow.com. Oh,
how excited are you, Leanne?
I am next level excited. I really am. Hey, I just want to see Drax. Drax is my favorite. I'm just going to put it out there.
Why is he your favorite?
Because of the things that he says.
Funny.
He's so just profound.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing. Hey, like
I wonder if
honestly.
he's like a...
And plus he's invisible. If he moves really slowly, you can't see what he does.
Where's Leanne? Where's Leanne?
I wonder if there's like a
Where's
top
she gone?
10 Drax quotes online somewhere with like
Everything
the
he
best
says.
things.
Everything he says.
Basically.
In
Why is
order.
Gamora?
Why is Gamora?
Clearly, Leanne has watched Endgame at least 3 times. So, anyway, listen, get those tickets. It's going to be an amazing show, and we are thrilled to bring you news of Marvel Universe Live. It's going to be amazing. Look at this move. Leanne is moving so slowly. You can't even
Where
see
is she,
it.
though?
She's
Where?
invisible to the human eye. Anyway, while she does that, let's talk about the road to greatness. We know that it isn't very easy, especially for individuals in non-traditional sports like freestyle football. And so this morning, for our latest Labour of Love segment, we feature Guinness World Record breaker Chris Njokwana as he gives us the lowdown on what it takes to be one of the best in the sport of fives football.
He schooled you, eh?
He schooled me so bad in front of a whole crowd, and people were like, yo. But anyway, we're catching up with him in Clifton. We also feature 2 up-and-coming talents in the sport in the mother city in Emilio and Shane. Take a look at these youngsters. Yeah, that was embarrassing.
I've been in love with freestyle football ever since I started. I started quite late compared to other kids. I started when I was 24. And it's just the joy that it brings when I freestyle and the reaction that I get from the people. There have been many highlights. I've always said they're traveling over 55 countries, just kicking around the soccer ball, meeting the prince in Saudi Arabia, Guinness World Record. Being in the top 10 in the world, the first year that I started freestyling football. When I was at university, I started basking for money. I made quite a bit of money from basking, and I saw from there that I could actually do this as a career. I was lucky at that stage because the Confed came, 2010 World Cup, and companies were looking for freestylers. It's become more commercialized. It's not a niche sport anymore, and it's very, very exciting to see new young talent that's going to take over the baton and go compete in world freestyle tournaments.
I was in the street with my other friend, and so he was like doing the around the world trick. So I said, yo, that's cool. And so he started teaching me the move, and so I did the research on YouTube on different kinds of tricks, and that's how I got into freestyle.
I got inspired by my brother of freestyle football, and so I wanted to do the same tricks.
We train like every single day just to better ourselves. We like find one trick that we like mostly, and then we like just do combinations with it, and that's how you get your style. This is my life. I don't know what I would do without freestyle. And it's fun also like to create your own tricks and do competitions all over the world and meet other freestylers also that have the same tricks.
For me, I see freestyle football as a career and I want to take it far.
You just put on the music and freestyle at the back, so there's not a lot of distraction. First I need to like do my schoolwork, but like every day there is at least time for training, like at least if it's like for exams, then I like study most of the time, then I just take like an hour break and then I just go freestyle.
Without any external like mentorship and coaching, to see them building this skill from the ground up is really inspiring, and working out new tricks, so they really have shown tremendous like dedication. My goal and hope is for them to really continue to grow and really pursue this as a career.
My advice to the youngsters that want to do this as a career is that they must learn that must persevere. And 2, always be coming up with new fresh tricks of your own. Better yet, taking tricks from certain freestylers and combining it to do your own style.
Awesome stuff. So obviously the boys who we've now gotten to know just a little bit are in studio this morning. They recently participated in the 2019 SA Freestyle Football Championships with Emilio placing 2nd.
Amazing.
Dude. And Shane being the youngest ever to make the top 8.
Nice.
Incredible.
Nice.
Please give a resounding Expresso round of applause applause to Emilio and Shane.
The kings.
The prince and the king. Come on. You still got a way to go, buddy. You can't be better than your older butts just yet. Guys, thanks so much for joining us. So cool to see the level of skill for two young guys, especially you, bro. That's just insane. Before you give us a little demo and you know, give Kat that final piece of the puzzle that he's been looking for in his
Are we
finals
not both
game.
engaging in this?
I'll do it, man. I'll do it just for pure humorous value. What does it take to be good at this sport at your age? How much do you put into practicing to achieve this level of skill, bro?
Okay, so I like practice like every single day to become one of the best freestylers in the whole world.
Wow.
So I like practice like 3 hours like every day.
Wow, man.
Yeah.
3 hours, that's a lot of commitment.
But that's what it takes, man.
Yeah. And Shane, for you, I mean, obviously you're a youngster right now, but when did you start?
I started when my brother started to win freestyle, and so I got inspired by him.
Yeah. And how many hours do you spend every day practicing?
On a good day, I will practice like right through the day. But when it's like a rainy day, cloudy, then I will practice 2 or 3 hours.
Well, I like the way you say on a good day. On a good day.
On a cloudy, rainy day, 3 hours. Let that sink into your Wednesday. How's that?
When do you think you're going to be better than your butt?
I don't know.
All right, I love it. A lot of respect. Okay, guys, please, we can't bring you all the way here without getting a bit of a demo. Can you take us through some of the standout skills, tricks that you dig? What? My word.
It's like the ball is attracted to his head.
Wow, bro. I don't want to distract him, but like, is there something stuck to that ball that makes it easier to...
What? Boy. Tyler, boy.
Make it dance, man.
Oh, get in there. What? Yes, man. Yes.
Okay, he just used his ear. He's playing football with his ear.
That is amazing. Around the world, and it's spinning. It's spinning. Yes, yes.
I don't know how you didn't win that championship, dude, looking at that. Okay, but you take it away.
Yes, yes. I.
Yeah. Yes. Yes, yes.
Oh, get involved, man.
No, man. No, man.
Oh, that is so good. That is so good. Oh my goodness. Yes, yes, yes. Give it up. Give it up. Give it up. Give it up. That's amazing.
That's some of the best. We've had a couple of freestylers on the show. That's some of the best we've ever seen, dude. And to do that just like on the fly in the space,
yeah.
Awesome. So
I feel like I'm about a lifetime's hours of practice.
Yeah, man. On a good day, I'll practice not at all. Okay, so can you teach us at least just like one cool trick?
Yeah.
That Kat, when he steps out onto the fives field, can just look like a champion.
Next week, Tuesday, before the game, I'm going to do this and just like intimidate the living daylights out of everyone.
Or not. Or not. Okay, so what are you going to teach us?
Okay, I'm going to teach you guys the neck stall. Is you just keep the ball in your hand and then throw it on your neck and then like that.
Oh!
All right, what's the key here?
Okay, just you must like just bend down.
Okay.
Can I use your ball?
Bend down and then keep your neck like this. Yeah, and then
you're
you
doing
just
like the flying goose.
a bit down, and then you just throw it on your neck, and then you just
you just throw it on your neck.
So you throw it. So you throw it up and then you
like you toss it,
and then
like
you catch
you're gonna
it.
sit.
Yeah.
Huh? Okay.
Okay. G, you go first.
But wait. Okay. I feel like I've got a good neck. Well, it made it over my head, so that's the start. Okay. All right. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
So I think I'm throwing it too high.
I'm throwing definitely too.
Almost.
So I'll try to get it onto your neck there. I think.
Wait.
Do you practice with a
South Africa? I've got this.
How do you? Come on, buddy.
Almost. Come on.
Oh, I've got an extra double hit size.
Take it slowly down.
Oh, come on, buddy. Come on.
Oh, okay. Maybe you can show us one more time.
One more time. Okay.
No. But at least I'll make it look sexy when I do it. That's the main thing. Wow.
Like that.
Oh, so you gotta like let it
kind of
caress your
sink
head.
right
Let it
in there.
caress your head.
Work it, shake it, work it. Now you got to roll it around your head. You got to do that thing. I was waiting for the roll it around your head, man.
I'm so excited, dude. Thank you very much. That was amazing.
Gentlemen, thank you so much. It's
Thank
inspiring to see. Also, the kind of mutual respect show is pretty cool. I've never stopped respecting your older butch, man. That's really, really cool. I like the fact that you inspire each other. Hopefully, this has inspired some of you guys at home to just work a little bit harder. And I'm going to carry this on for as long as I possibly can. As he breaks a new Expresso record, we'll see you after the break.
My name is Nadia Jafta. I am a South African influencer / entertainer, and you probably best know me for my videos on YouTube and Instagram, specifically with my mom. I am super excited to go to the island for the vibes, for the sea, for the challenges, and just for the people, and for the money. My flavor, as you can see, is cool red. I am red because that is the color the other contestants are going to see when I take home that money. To join me on the island, all you have to do is buy a Tropica, follow the entry details on the bottle, take a video of yourself telling me why you would be my ideal partner, and upload it onto all social media platforms with the hashtag TIOT9. Here are some of my tips on how you can make your video entry stand out. Use a little bit of humor. Be confidently you. Also, if you are a guy, it doesn't hurt to have a six-pack, just saying. Join me in paradise and come find your smooth fame and fortune.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Happy birthday, a very happy birthday to you.
You get a birthday, you get a birthday, you get a birthday. It's birthday wishing time. We love this part of the show where you guys send through some really special, heartfelt messages and we get to read them out and share in your celebrations. And we got a ton of birthdays to get through. Let's start it off with a cutie pie, shall we?
Very cutie pie, turning a whole 4 years old. It's Malachi.
Hey,
Malachi, it's your birthday today. God's mercies keep on keeping you alive and safe. Happy birthday. And this is from Mommy and Monique as well. So happy birthday, Malachi. So cute. So cute, man. Look
cool,
at that
man.
face.
You're a cool dude. Malachi, you're a cool dude.
Also, this message going out to Fatima saying, we would like to wish Fatima a happy, blessed birthday. May you receive more godly blessings, sister, from your beloved sister, Wendy. Happy birthday, Fatima.
And from us as well, then birthday wishes for the ever beautiful Lee Camlin. Happy 7th birthday to you, baby girl.
Aww.
Stay as sweet as you are. She does look like a sweetie pie. That's love from your mom and dad. Endless love from your parents. And then wishing our dad, Stanford, a very happy 83rd birthday. Even though we don't see you, but you are in our hearts. And that's from Zilla and Fiona. Happy birthday, Stanford.
Love it. Liesel, happy 35th birthday to Liesel today. May the good Lord bless you and see many more good things in years from your husband, Carlin, Kaylee, and Malachi Naidu. Malachi is like the name of the day. We love you very, very much. Enjoy your day. Happy birthday, Liesel. And then then to Nobuhle, may you have a day filled with love. It's so hard to get your age right, but you will never forget to wish our awesome auntie on her beautiful special day. Enjoy it. Happy birthday. No, sorry, lots of love from your best friend Mbali.
From Mbali.
There we go.
And then this one going out to Aunt Sonia. Happy birthday to you, Aunt Sonia. It's so hard to get your age right, but we'll never forget to wish our awesome auntie on a beautiful special day. Happy birthday. I'm guessing 21?
Auntie Sonia!
21, 22, max. 22 max.
22.
We love you, Sonia. And then happy 34th birthday to the lovely mom that God has blessed us with. That's cool. May you mature as beautiful as you are. We love you, Mommy, from Tandi, Kabonini, and Tembalile. Happy birthday.
Very birthday. And then our next birthday wish goes out to Khapsile, who is 58. And it says 58 might look like an easy number to count to, but when it's someone's age, it means a lot, especially when that person is a special one. Happy birthday, Mommy. May our Father keep blessing you with everything good, filled with joy, money, and wisdom to conquer all, from your daughters Tobile, Zama, and Sneh as well. And then a very big happy birthday goes out to Aria. May you forever sparkle and shine like the star that you are. Mommy and Daddy wish you a birthday that is beautiful, incredible, and unique as you are. Happy birthday, Princess. We love you, Aria. Beautiful.
And she does look like a princess.
She
Absolutely
does,
regal this morning. And this one, when the name kind of jumped off the page, I was like, hang on a minute. I know that. I even know that setting. I know that plant in the background there. Wishing Lyle Scritton from a Travel Star.
Yes.
It's a blessed birthday. Enjoy your beautiful day. And that's from Candace, Zachary, and Wyatt. Happy birthday, bro,
He's
man.
so versatile, Lyle. Oh, he really is.
Oh, happy birthday, guys.
Exactly. Well, a big birthday goes out to everyone. And if we didn't get a chance to wish you happy birthday, we're sending you birthday love to wherever you are. Remember that you can also still send us 15-second videos to 071 640 6551. So go ahead and wish someone a very happy birthday today.
Clover Classic Custard. The creamy taste that takes you back. Made with love by Clover.
All right, so if you're celebrating a special day or you'd like to surprise somebody celebrating a special day, maybe you might want to make this version as opposed to a cake, a traditional cake, because today we're making a version of a babka, which is basically a braided chocolate swirl bread. And before you even start making this, make sure that you've got some milk to wash it all down with, because it's super delicious, super creamy, beautiful. And here to show us how to make it, Melandi Esterhuis. Welcome back, Mel.
Thank you. It's good to be back in the kitchen again.
Very exciting. So, a babka. This is the first time I've ever heard of a babka. What is its origins?
So it's originally from Middle Eastern, and it is also a type of Jewish bread.
Yeah.
And it's one of my favorites, definitely one of my favorites, because it's so good. It's got that perfect sweet balance to it, because you've got the bread. It's almost like a Cinnabon, but a chocolate version.
Oh, my goodness. And then, of course, we're going to top it off with our beautiful Clover Classic custard as well, just as a touch of creamy deliciousness, that taste that takes you back, right?
Definitely.
Excellent.
I love anything custard. So,
Where do we start?
Yes. Okay, so we're going to add all the ingredients in here and just combine it until a dough starts to form.
So we got all the dry ingredients, including the butter. I see some yeast over there. Is
So
that
always
yeast?
be careful. Yes, it's yeast. So be careful to not put your salt on your yeast, because you can kill the yeast.
Kill the yeast. This is the first time in a while when we are using yeast that we're not using warm water to activate it. Why not?
You don't necessarily need that.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's just once this dough is combined with the yeast, because it's instant yeast, it should react very quickly. You normally use hot water when you use fresh yeast, which you can get at most supermarkets. You just have to go ask the baker.
Yes.
Always substitute fresh yeast with half the amount of instant yeast.
Okay.
Because it's more alive.
There we go. Okay, see, we learn new things every day. So you're going to mix it nicely together, and your butter would have been at room temperature, so it's easier and more pliable to work together.
Yes.
Get it into that mixture.
So the butter and the egg creates a very rich, and with the milk as well, you create a very rich and very flavorful dough.
Yes.
So you're going to mix that until it's well combined, and then you're going to knead it for about 15 minutes until the dough is smooth and elastic.
Okay.
And you'll know it's ready when you pull it apart and a thin window starts to form.
Okay.
And then you'll let that dough proof for about 30 minutes or to an hour. Roll it out to about a rectangle like this. And can I ask you to spread so long for us over there?
Good. So we've got here some chocolate.
Yes, some chocolate mixed with cinnamon.
All of it?
Yes, all of it. You can mix any spice that you really like in there. I prefer cinnamon because who doesn't like cinnamon.
I mean, yes.
Cinnamon is amazing.
There we go. It's a great, great spice.
So you want to spread it out very evenly.
Yes.
Be careful to not come too close to your one side
edges.
because you need to seal it off still.
Okay. Oh my goodness, this is the biggest challenge. Okay. So there we go.
Can I remove this for you?
Yes, I need some space there.
I see that.
Yeah. My late uncle was a builder, so I used to watch him apply cement
Oh, it's the same.
to bricks, and this was kind of like the same technique that he would use. Tell me how I'm doing so far, because I'm trying
You
to
are
not get
doing
too close
very
to the edges.
good. You are doing fantastic.
Yeah. Oh goodness. Get around.
Okay, so can I add some clover classic custard
Please
for
do.
you there?
Please do.
So I'm just going to add a thin layer because you'll serve it with custard as well. You can spread that out.
And of course, that's the creamy, smooth taste that we want. That takes you
Yes.
back. That's just gonna take this recipe to a whole another delicious, creamy
Exactly.
level. It's rich in vitamins A.
Do you mind passing me the nuts? Then I'll give us a sprinkle of nuts.
Yeah, vitamin A, B2, and D, rich in this custard. Oh, look at that. Yes, nut bay. I don't know if that's a thing. There's already a salt base, so I guess you were doing that with the nuts now. That looks really, really good. And then, of course, if you have a little helper in the kitchen who's helping you do this recipe, they will be left to something like this, and they might enjoy it well.
You go for it.
You do that.
So I'm going to start to roll this up. So I'm just going to kind of pinch it in, and now just roll it.
SMS the keyword clover to 33728 and we'll send you the ingredients list as well as a link to the recipe. That looks so good.
So you want to make sure to pinch the edges here.
Yes.
Just to seal the dough. Doesn't take that long, and then just roll it out evenly.
Yes. That's looking good.
So now we're going to fold it in half and just give it a twist.
Oh, look at you. There we go. And then pinch it closed again.
Yep, pinch it close.
Tuck it in. And now you've greased your pan.
Yes, we have.
Baking tray.
And now you're going to allow this to proof. Cover with a clean cloth and allow to proof.
For a second time?
Yes, for the second time. That's to make a softer crumb. So when you eat it, it's very soft, very light. So yeah, that's going to proof for about another hour to, well, half an hour to an hour. You can put some egg wash on there, bake
if you want
it.
that glossy golden finish on it, right?
Yes.
And in the oven at 180 degrees for how long?
For about 45 to 50 minutes. You have to check it. If you knock it and it sounds very hollow, the bread should be right.
Okay, good stuff.
Yes.
So that's the sound test. All right. If you're looking at how we made this and it looks a bit complicated, don't worry. Let's show you a quick recap. This is delicious. Oh, sorry, Nicole.
Rolled, twisted, and baked. This Clover chocolate braided bread will have your chocolate-loving neighbors knocking on your door in no time. So if you like your neighbors, go ahead and make two. Add 4 tablespoons of clover butter to 3 cups of cake flour. Add a teaspoon of salt, a packet of instant yeast, and crack in 1 large egg. Next, pour in 1 1/4 cups of Clover fresh full cream milk and mix to form a dough. Turn the dough out onto a clean surface and knead for 10 to 15 minutes and set aside to double in size. Roll the dough out to 3mm thickness and spread over 300 grams of your favorite chocolate spread. Then spread over a thin layer of Clover Classic custard and scatter over 100 grams of chopped mixed nuts. Roll the dough up into a log shape and slice it in half before platting the 2 halves together. Pop the bread into a baking tin, cover and leave to double in size again. Bake the bread at 180 degrees Celsius for around 30 minutes. Serve thick slices of your nutty chocolate bread with lashings of Clover Classic custard. Crispy on the outside, chocolatey and sticky on the inside, this Clover chocolate braided bread might just have your family begging for more.
Made with love by Clover.
So you can SMS Clover to 33728, and if you like, once you've served it up, just allow the custard to do its thing, you know, just...
You need to put a lot on there.
Yeah, don't be shy.
The more, the merrier.
No, come on. Do it for the gram, for whatever reason, okay?
That looks lovely.
I can't believe I just did that. That looks amazing.
Indeed
Randy,
it does.
Thank you very much. SMS Clover to 33728 and you can make your own beautiful... I need to
Do you want to try?
May I?
Please, go
just
for
a
it.
piece over here. Oh. Here we go. Don't mess around. Oh, get inside. Ooh, hello.
You want some bread with that custard, bro?
Fantastic. Try it out at home. Delicious, creamy, excellent. Thank you.
Thank you.
Clover Classic Custard. The creamy taste that takes you back. Made with love by Clover.
Who's got what it takes to shine on Expresso? Your favorite breakfast show is searching for new presenters, and it's your time to shine with Orbit Gum.
Own it with Presenter Search on 3, the Expresso edition, Wednesdays at 7:30 p.m. on SABC3.
In thrilling weekly challenges, who will stand, who will stumble, and who will win the right to bring you the best of breakfast television. It's your time to shine with Presenter Search on 3 and Orbit Gum.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back.
Got a little custard.
Enjoying some of that beautiful braided bread, man, for breakfast. That's good.
Oh, it looked absolutely amazing. What's also looking pretty cool at the moment is the countdown that is kind of officially kicked off now as we look for the next two faces of our family members here on Expresso. Presenter Search, the Expresso edition has kicked off on 3. We've had some amazing drama already, but we've seen some pretty cool auditions throughout the process. So, of course, it goes out, Presenter Search on 3 Expresso edition tonight, 7:30, right here on 3. Own it. We are saying, just like our contestants have owned it in Durbs. Leanne was saying she was so impressed with the Durbanites, that they brought the fire, man.
Absolutely. So we want to show you some of those auditions that we really, really enjoyed. We like sharing them with you.
Because there were tons that came through on Instagram, man.
So let's take a look at one of them over here. Of course, the opportunity of a lifetime. Take a look.
Hello.
It's a brilliant audition already.
Hi, my name is Roxy Nell. I'm 29 years old. I'm 31 years old. Yeah, I don't know why I keep saying that. That is so sad. The presenters of the Expresso show are vibey. They've got a great sense of humor. They're super smart. You watch them and you go, I want to do that. What time do they get up in the morning? No, I knew it was a morning show. I just didn't know. That's pretty rough. I don't know if I can. This is actually my blooper video. If you want to see my real audition, you know what to do. Give me a ring. Give me a call. No, please call me. I will be here waiting for the call. I will be waiting here by my phone. Please call me. It's important that I get a job.
That is really funny. that was really, really cool, man.
It's important that I get a job.
It's important that we keep a job, please. Hey, man, at the Glitch
I enjoyed
Fox.
that.
That's cool. I would imagine
that was funny.
she strikes me as being a pretty potent content creator.
But you see what I mean? So when we spoke about people not saying, hey, I'm fun and energetic, instead of saying it, show us that you are.
Yeah, and show that you're humorous.
She didn't have to say she's funny.
She created a cliffhanger, and she also added a depth of dynamic there that I think, I hope that she progresses, man. I hope that she's in the mix. I've got high hopes for you girls. So we also all about motivating, inspiring people through our own energy. I think on a base level, we want people at the very least to feel inspired and feel motivated when they watch and spend time with us on the show. And we thought Arthur Makaria's submission did exactly that. Take a look.
Not only for those who exist in everydayness, but also those who reach for the extreme. Whoever, wherever, began as a seed. Well, in this case, more like a coffee bean. More like a handful. Pasteurized, pressurized, and perfected until we have precise power booster to propel your day. In fact, I propose a toast to all those who have made explosions of greatness from humble beginnings. Harness your realities, sisters and brothers, and in one word, Expresso.
So.
Savvy.
Whoa, savvy. Hey? Wow.
So intense. Wow, the Spider-Man jump, Iron Man land,
cool.
picking up of the seed. And
Do you think that was his first take? Do you think he smashed it on one? Kudos to his cameraman for following him on that
pre-planned shot and everything. And the sound effects of that water dripping in the background that made you feel like you want to pee.
I know, the whole time I've been thinking, I need the toilet, and that's why. Oh, now I understand.
Love it.
Thanks, you made our day, man. You made our day, and I think you guys can expect very much the same thing tonight.
Absolutely. There are 11 more episodes left of Presenter Search on 3, as many hopefuls out there vie for those coveted 2 spots here to be part of our family on Expresso and be part of the bigger SABC family as well, which is, of course, I think, a massive prize worth working hard for.
It's a career in TV,
Absolutely.
guys.
Your
career
start.
in TV.
So make sure that you do catch it tonight. Presenter Search on 3, the Expresso edition on SABC 3 at 7:30 p.m. That is the hashtag Expresso Show, Presenter Search on 3. You might want to get on board with that hashtag.
It's funny,
just
dude.
before
There's
7 o'clock, because
so
there's a
much
lot
banter.
of conversation going on.
Own it.
But can't wait to see the 2 guys that will be joining the team.
Oh, can we see that clip again, please?
As we go 3 minutes after 7, Justice Edwin Cameron yesterday delivered his last ruling in the Constitutional Court in Johannesburg, 25 years after his appointment. Chief Justice Mogoeng praised Cameron for the important role that he played in making AIDS drugs freely available. The Basic Education Department has invited students who failed the May-June senior certificate exams to register for an opportunity to rewrite. On the international front, a Spanish woman has become the 2nd foreigner in a week to be arrested at Kenya's international airport for wearing an ivory bangle. 50-year-old Maria Pitch Aguilera pleaded guilty and paid a fine of $9,800 for illegal possession of ivory. Pakistan has said that it will take the Kashmir dispute to the International Court of Justice. Kashmir has been the site of decades of sporadic conflict. A decision by the International Court of Justice would be advisory only unless both countries agree beforehand that the ruling should be binding. And finally, Munu, a rare blind rhino, has been given a new lease on life. The 20-year-old black rhino bull lost his sight in both eyes in a territorial fight. He was found walking in circles on a reserve in the Eastern Cape, easy prey for lions. With only 254 southwestern black rhinos left in South Africa and only 80 breeding males, the white lion population stepped in. Munu was then moved to a specially protected designed enclosure with his special needs in mind, where he is guarded around the clock, cameras track his every move, and music is played to keep him calm. Plans are even afoot to introduce him to a female mate soon in the hope that he will sire offspring. Well, that was your 7 o'clock news update. Here's another look at what's happening in the exciting world of sport. Here's Graham.
A little bit of footy action to delve into. First up in our Tuesday PSL action last night, we saw shared points all round as reigning champions Mamelodi Sundowns drew 1-1 with Cape Town City in Atteridgeville, and in a thriller, albeit goalless, between Amazulu and Orlando Pirates, they drew 0-0 at the Zwelithini Stadium in Durbs last night. Then on to rugby news. Western Province's Damian Willemse might get the opportunity to start at fly half. That's when his team faces the Cheetahs in the 7th round of the Currie Cup at Toyota Stadium on Saturday. It's now do or die in the shortened format of the tournament. And onto cricket, it's been bodyline action as Australian batsman Steve Smith has now been ruled out of the 3rd Ashes test. That was after suffering a concussion. He was hit in the neck, of course, by Jofra Archer, a thrilling bouncer on day 4 of the 2nd test against England at Lords. We'll expand on those headlines a little later in the show.
So, Smuda, all of this for dollar low monthly fees. Money.
Let's take a quick look at what's happening on the roads throughout the country, starting off with Gauteng at Duncanville. Now, there's been an accident on Old Johannesburg Road southbound before Olifantsfontein. One lane is blocked. Please keep a lookout for this. And then heading over to the Western Cape in Bellville on the N1 inbound, there has been a multi-vehicle accident before Durban Road. 2 lanes are currently closed and heavy delays can be expected. Please approach with caution. Also, with regards to Metro Rail, the Southern Line, there is an extended travel time of 30 to 40 minutes due to an infrastructure problem in various areas, speed restrictions and sets out of service. I'll have another bulletin for you at 7:30.
Well, thank you once again to everyone who sent through their beautiful sunrise pictures. Duncan Lawrence sent us this gorgeous vista from Bloemfontein. Plenty of sunshine can be expected with pleasant temperatures that become chilly towards the evening, so get those jerseys out. You'll have a max today, Duncan, of 22 degrees. Then Geraldine Flatwell sent us this sunrise picture from Fishhook in Cape Town, where sunny conditions can be expected for the day. Warmer temperatures, clear skies, reaching a max of 25 degrees today. Let's do a broader sweep of those temperatures for your day in Polokwane, ranging between 4 and 21 degrees today. On Bombela, your low is 8, going up to 24 degrees. Pretoria, 8 and 22 your range. Plenty of sunshine for Josie, 6 degrees your low, going up to 21 degrees. Then a northeasterly wind of around 15 kilometers an hour in Mahikeng, your low 8, going up to 24 degrees. Clear skies for Klerksdorp, a chilly start though, 6 degrees going up to 24. Kimberley, 5 your minimum, going up to a max of 25. Then the lowest temperature in the country, Bloemfontein, you kick off on 1 degree, but going up to 22 degrees. Then occasional rain expected for Richards Bay, ranging between 13 and 22 degrees with that cloud cover. Pietermaritzburg, 8 your low, going up to 22 degrees. Durbs, 14 and 22 your range. Then high humidity expected for Mthatha with a low of 6 degrees, going up to 24. Northwesterly or easterly wind, my apologies, of 22 kilometers an hour in East London, and a low of 12 degrees, going up to a sunny 22 degrees. Craddock, your low 4, going up to 26 degrees. Port Elizabeth, 12 and 21 your range. George, 12 and 25. Then high humidity expected for Sutherland as the temperatures start to increase. Your low 7, going up to a max of 21 degrees. Cape Town, 10 and 25, as we said, your range. Worcester, ranging between 11 and 29 degrees, highest temperature in the country actually. Likewise in Springbok, as we see the change in season, 14 your low, going up to 29 degrees. Uppington, you have a minimum of 11, going up to a beautiful sunny 28 degrees. And continue to please share those beautiful sunrise pictures with us. Share them with us on our Facebook page. We'd love to see how your morning is starting in your neck of the woods.
Okay, so here's a question for you. Do you think that you have what it takes to compete on Tropical Island of Treasure Curacao? This is season 9 of Talking About.
Of course.
Yeah, of course you do. Well then, you wouldn't want to miss out on this opportunity of a lifetime. I mean, it truly is. I mean, think about it. We're talking island living, turquoise waters, Caribbean sun, hidden beaches, and that could be you experiencing all of this in true Caribbean style.
So exciting. Now, entries are still open, and hashtag TIOT9 is looking for 6 Tropica fans to compete for your share of that smooth fame and fortune, and of course shared 1 million rand in cash.
In cash.
In cash, baby. Yeah. Auditions are open to everyone across South Africa, no matter if you are from Mpumalanga, KZN, Eastern Cape, Limpopo, any corner of South Africa. All you need to do is create an entry video, and you can stand a chance of joining the 6 celebrities, Ntando, Nadia, Simpiwe, Kay, Bowen, and Vazi on this Caribbean paradise.
Absolutely. Now, there are many different ways in which you can enter, including, yes, you can enter on Tropica's website, okay? So all you need to do is head on over to tropica.co.za. Once you're there, you'll wait for the pop-up banner to appear, and once it does that, you'll choose website on that pop-up banner as your choice of entry mechanism. Then fill in your name, your surname, your cell phone number and email address. Those are very important so that, of course, we can contact you, and then ultimately upload your entry video where you describe how you would outsmooth your competition on the island. And then, simple as that, submit your entry. That's all you need to do.
Ooh, that is all you need to do to stand a chance of winning smooth fame and fortune in this season of Tropica Island of Treasure Curacao. T's and C's and more information can be found on tropica.co.za.
I knew you were going to do this. This is Season 9 of Tropica Island of Treasure. Welcome to Curacao in the Caribbean.
Buy Tropica and come find your smooth fame and fortune. Audition online now to compete with your favorite celeb,
And you could join us in paradise.
and stand a chance to win your share of a smooth 1 million rand. Grab a Tropica for details and see you in paradise.
The more Tropica you buy, the more chances you have to win hundreds of thousands of prizes. Tropica, nothing smoother.
Only you can make my day.
Meninas, vamos ouvir, ai que o mira e é coisa boa.
Meninas, vamos ouvir, ai, que o vira é coisa boa.
Eu já vi dançar o vira, ai, as meninas de Lisboa.
Eu já vi dançar o vira, ai.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
You're paying off your house, you're paying off your car. You've just bought a brand new TV and you need to fix the gate, and then someone asks if you have insurance, and you think to yourself, do I really have the money in a month to pay for something that might not happen? He says very wryly, insurance can often feel like a bit of a grudge purchase because there is no instant return. But, and I stress the but, when you need it and you don't have it, it is an absolute disaster. Your insurance plan can quite literally be a lifesaver. And here to tell us a bit more about homeowners' comprehensive insurance is Charmaine Scott from Standard Bank Insurance Brokers. Charmaine, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining us. You always force me to think about the worst things, but it's always coupled with the best things, because we love our homes. We love filling our homes with amazing things because we work so hard for it. It becomes an expression of our lifestyle, of our lives. It's the reason why very often we work so hard, so we can give something to our families, maybe reward ourselves with something special. And they are probably our most expensive and valued assets. Homeowners Comprehensive Insurance. What does that actually cover?
Homeowners comprehensive insurance is the insurance on the structure of your property, on the bricks and on the cement. But a house is so much more than bricks and cement. It's really shelter for your family, and it's a place where memories are made. So if you had to imagine the absolute worst, where your house is burnt down to the ground, what would you do if you didn't have insurance and you were unable to replace it? It just would be a disaster.
It's gut-wrenching, and we know that life will throw these curveballs at you generally at the least opportune times. What are some of those instances that can prevent us from being able to claim when we do have an accident or, worst-case scenario play out?
Okay, so the homeowners cover covers you for fire and for even theft of the property, for storms, etc. But one thing we need to remember is that you must always make sure that your property is properly maintained. Because if it's not properly maintained, if you haven't checked for cracked tiles on the roof, or if there are windows that don't seal properly, when there is a storm or an unforeseen event, you want to make sure that it's definitely covered and that you've maintained your property correctly.
Maybe this is a broader question, but we can maybe include car, because often we'll be sold packages. Everyone is pushing. When is it right to include maybe car insurance and home insurance together? How should we approach that? Is this something we should do in a little bubble? How would you recommend we approach a more comprehensive look at our insurance?
Okay, so you can have a comprehensive policy that adds your homeowner's cover for the building itself with the contents insurance and the cover for your car contents and your motor vehicle. But then in addition to that, that, you could choose to separate the insurance so that your home insurance is separate and added to your bond. The advantage is every month you'll know that your home is covered separately.
Sorted, yeah.
The other advantage, which a lot of our customers have actually pointed out to us, is if it's kept separate, and you have a problem with a geyser or a problem with a pipe or a problem with a gate, like you mentioned in your intro, then you would claim on your homeowner's insurance and lose your cash back on your portfolio insurance. Yes. So by keeping them separate, there is a benefit, but it's entirely choice because it's up to you where you would like to have the insurance.
At what point should I be thinking about comprehensive cover when it comes to the home? Should I settle in first, get a sense of what the house is like? When should we be contemplating cover? I ask with a cheeky grin on my face. Yeah.
Well, if the property is financed, your finance wouldn't be approved unless you could prove that there is insurance in place. So obviously, we don't choose when the risk will happen. We don't choose when the event will happen. So you've got to have the insurance in place from day one. It's so critical. And then keep the cover in place. Don't think in 1 month, oh, this month I'll lapse it because I actually can't afford it. You never know when something can happen. So keep it insured all of the time and know that your property is covered.
We've spoken a lot about what it's like in today's market and the financial pressures, and I do get a sense that you guys empathize a lot with your clients in that sense, and thank you so much for doing that. I can see how much this means to you. It is a very difficult thing for us to think about, the worst case scenarios, but it's something that we have to absolutely consider. We need to protect what matters most to ourselves and make sure that all of our hard work, our hard-earned valuables are insured against the unforeseen. And if you're interested in the homeowners comprehensive insurance, then we've made it super easy for you to get a quote to match your needs. All you have to do is SMS INSURE to 31492 for a callback, and you'll get a quote. And as a nice added bonus, when you SMS in and you get that quote, once you've received that quote, you also stand a chance of winning one of 6 unbelievable Samsung smartphones. The S10 is amazing. So get your SMS in right now, get that quote, speak to someone who knows what they are talking about. But remember, all of the terms and conditions do apply.
Get an insurance quote and stand a chance to win one of 6 Samsung S10 smartphones. Simply SMS the keyword INSURE to 31492 for a callback and quote, and you could be a winner.
Now, for the last few weeks, we've taken an in-depth look at the digestive system and its digestive disorders like IBS and their harmful and stressful effects on a person's well-being. And so this morning, we're joined once again by our friend Sean Willard, a pharmacist and national trading and PR manager for Relief Pharmaceuticals, to take a closer look at a more natural and herbal treatment option, Artigest IBS. Great to have you back with us again,
Fantastic to be here. Thank you.
Sean, let's be honest, IBS is not a vibe. It's not. I'm not a fan. Let's talk about Artigest. What exactly is it?
So it contains ProDigest, which is a proven and patented combination of artichoke leaf and ginger extracts in a capsule, 120 milligram capsule. And it's first to market here in South Africa. So it's been proven to help with those gastric motility symptoms. We've talked about the abdominal pain and bloating, etc.
Yeah. What's happening right now in the market in terms of the herbal and more natural options of treatment being a lot more praised by consumers? They're gaining a lot of popularity. What's going on?
They are, and it's incredible. When I think back of the last 30 years in pharmacy, your health store was really just maybe a half a shelf in your pharmacy. I think back to the late 80s, and now it's these huge wellness pharmacies and health shops out there. It's incredible.
Green.
Everything. I think people are looking for more sort of natural alternatives, sourced from nature. Maybe because they feel that there's fewer side effects. Of course, Dr. Google helps as well. People are more self-educated as well.
That's very true. In terms of manufacturing, is it manufactured locally?
It is. Our contract manufacturer is Afriplex. They're based out of Paarl, right here in the Western Cape. So although the active ingredient does come from Italy, comes from overseas, it's manufactured in a good manufacturing practice compliant facility where it's all about quality assurance and quality control, which is important for us.
Let's talk about the benefits of artichoke and ginger as the natural ingredients in this product and how they are beneficial to our digestive systems.
Yeah, so the artichoke leaf itself is great for just normalizing the bowel habit. Remember, we said that when there's IBS, there's changes in our bowel habit. It tends to normalize it and help the movement of the product, the fullness through. Whereas obviously your ginger is great for settling the tummy, great for indigestion, excellent for nausea. Beautiful combination, made in heaven.
Yeah, beautiful combination made in heaven. I absolutely love it. And of course, for anybody that suffers from IBS, we know the kind of discomfort and irritation that comes with that. So it's really great that there is a herbal, more natural product on the market that actually works.
Absolutely, absolutely.
That's the part.
Thank you very much, Sean. Now, of course, if you do suffer from IBS and seek relief, Artigest is a herbal product available at all leading pharmacies nationwide. And of course, stay with us because a little bit later on, Sean joins us again to continue on with the conversation and Artigest and why it is a trusted remedy for your digestive disarray.
Exactly. We'll see you after the break.
Control the symptoms and feel the relief with Artigest IBS. Brought to you by Relief Pharmaceuticals.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's Expresso right here on SABC3. And we're back with Sean Willard from Relief Pharmaceuticals. We're talking about Artigest, which is a herbal treatment option used to relieve the symptoms of IBS. Sean, thank you so much for being with us again.
Great to be here.
So let's talk about Pro Digest, because that's the very special part of this product. Exactly what it is and how it benefits your body in relieving those symptoms of IBS.
So yeah, it's so important to understand that Pro Digest is the patented blend of the artichoke and the ginger together. So artichoke has an amazing action. It's antispasmodic or spasmolytic, as we like to say. So it stops that cramping, that, you know, those pains, that abdominal pain.
Yeah.
And it also helps to stimulate bile production and secretion. So it metabolizes the fats, helps with the digestive process. Whereas the ginger, on the other hand, has been known for centuries to be great anti-inflammatory, excellent antioxidant, and good for nausea. So again, a great match, and that's what they put together in this patented blend that we have on the market.
Called Pro Digest.
Yeah.
Sean, are there any clinical trials to support the product?
There are. In fact, there were two done. The first one was a double-blind placebo crossover trial. So really kind of the gold standard out there in terms of clinical trials the pharmacists love.
Yeah.
Done on 126 individuals. So the subjects were given one capsule twice a day, either of the Pro Digest or of a placebo. And the results were quite outstanding. They found that I think it was something like 86% of the people had a marked reduction of the improvement in their symptoms in terms of functional dyspepsia. And overall, 34% over and above the placebo, because there's always going to be some placebo effect as well. So, and then the second trial, they looked at the gastric motility. Can we move the product through our alimentary canal? And of course, they found a 24% improvement in terms of the gastric motility with this specific combination. So it's excellent for those people. We've talked about combinations of constipation, should I say. We've talked about IBS. Great combination for that.
Yeah. In terms of its long-term usage, can Artigest be taken over a long-term as a treatment option?
It can. Obviously, it is a symptomatic relief. So we're not going to use something chronically if we're not addressing the causes. We've always talked about, let's look at the things behind the scenes as well.
Yes, yes.
Let's always do that. But yes, it can. Yeah.
Also, in conjunction with Artigest IBS, what kind of things should someone who is struggling with IBS for a time now, what should they be using to bring about relief as well?
And I know I'm sounding like a bit of a stuck record, yeah, but let's get that food, guys. Let's look at what we eat in, the way we eat in it. Are we consuming sufficient amounts of water in between meals to help the digestion? Are we exercising, doing that yoga that you did? And then at the end of the day, I think a really great category to look at is probiotics, because probiotics have been shown in several trials to assist with abdominal pain and bloating. So something like the Relief 12-strain probiotic is an excellent choice to add to your health regime, as it were.
Yeah, your daily routine, as well.
Absolutely.
Fantastic. Well, Sean, we always appreciate having you here and having your expertise and advice. We do appreciate it. And of course, if you are suffering from IBS and you're looking for relief, then certainly do invest some time in investigating Artigest, a herbal product available at all leading pharmacies out there in the country. If you're looking for more information, you can, of course, visit their website, and we'll have some links on our Facebook page as well for you to investigate further. Sean, thank you very much.
Thanks, folks. Thanks, I appreciate it.
Control the symptoms and feel the relief with Artigest IBS. Brought to you by Relief Pharmaceuticals.
And, well, I think the award for throwing out the most industry jargon goes to Sean, undoubtedly. From that patented match made in heaven, we're going to create our own heavenly harmony this morning between unbelievable cuisine. We are exploring all things Portuguese and loving it, right down to the culture expressed through a traditional Portuguese dance, which I cannot wait for. And we're going to open the lines for a culinary hotline. Bling, ting, ting, ting. But first, let's get through those news headlines.
Thank you so much, G-Man. In the national news this morning, Justice Edwin Cameron yesterday delivered his last ruling in the Constitutional Court in Johannesburg, 25 years after his appointment. Chief Justice Mogoeng praised Cameron for the important role he played in making AIDS drugs freely available. The Basic Education Department has invited students who failed the May-June senior certificate exams to register for an opportunity to rewrite. On the international front, a Spanish woman has become the second foreigner in a week to be arrested at Kenya's international airport for wearing an ivory bangle. 50-year-old Maria Pitch Aguilera pleaded guilty and paid a fine of $9,800 for illegal possession of ivory. Pakistan has said that it will take the Kashmir dispute to the International Court of Justice. Kashmir has been the site of decades of sporadic conflict. A decision by the International Court of Justice would be advisory only unless both countries agreed beforehand that the ruling should be binding. And finally, tired of dealing with Cape Town's parking problems? Well, the following could be the answer. A parking bay in upmarket Clifton is now on offer for a cool 1.25 million rand. It comes with perks, though, featuring Atlantic Ocean views, 24-hour security, and private access to one of the world's most famous beaches. It's guaranteed parking such as this that is extremely sought after in Cape Town's peak season in summer, when thousands flock to beaches. Cape Town's famous beaches are only accessible via long, winding staircases, and street parking is limited. This is actually seen as a bargain, as some of the houses in the neighborhood sell upwards of 30 million rand. Also in 2017, another parking bay in Clifton sold for 1.65 million rand. Well, that was your 7:30 news update. Here's another look at what's happening in the world of sport with Graham.
Football first in our Tuesday PSL action last night. So we saw shared points all across the board as reigning champions Mamelodi Sundowns drew 1-1 with Cape Town City and Atteridgeville. And in a very spirited affair, AmaZulu and Orlando Pirates, they drew 0-0 at the Zwelithini Stadium in Durbs last night. On to rugby. Western Province's Damian Willems might get the opportunity to start at fly-off. That's when his team faces off against the Cheetahs in the 7th round of the Currie Cup. The business end now. That, of course, Toyota Stadium on a Saturday. And in cricket, we've seen some body line action as Australian batsman Steve Smith has now been ruled out of the 3rd Ashes test after suffering that concussion. He was hit in the neck by a Jofra Archer bouncer on day 4 of the 2nd test against England at Lords. Of course, that one was drawn, and that's where we leave our sport for now.
Let's take another look at what's happening on our roads throughout the country. In Gauteng at Pretoria, there has been an accident on the N1 northbound. This is before Gauteng Road. Now, 2 lanes are currently obstructed and delays can be expected in both directions, so please avoid the area this morning if possible. Moving over to the Western Cape at Bellville on the N1 inbound, there is congestion between Jip de Jager Drive and Sable Road. The average traveling speed is 20 kilometers per hour with delays of up to 20 minutes. And then on the northern line at Metro Rail, there is an extended traveling time of 30 to 40 minutes at the Strand-Muldersvlei line due to re-signaling between Fora and Eerste River infrastructure problems in various areas and also speed restrictions and sets out of service. So do make alternative plans with regards to your traveling. Well, I'll have another bulletin for you at 8 o'clock.
So as we do every morning, we've asked you to send us your beautiful sunrise pictures, and you have answered. Thank you so much to Ntokozo Theo Makatini, who sent us his sunrise from Johannesburg, where you can expect an abundance of sunshine today with a little to no wind, low humidity, reaching a max of around 21 degrees. Linda McMillan sent us her sunrise picture from Durbs, where mainly sunny conditions are headed your way. A light northeasterly breeze as well, and you'll reach a maximum of around 22 degrees and at least have a break from the recent rainy weather. Doing a broader sweep of the country's temperatures, Polokwane, your low 4 going up to 21 degrees. And Mbombela, you kick off on 8 going up to 24 degrees. Pretoria, your low 8 going up to 22 degrees. Then plenty of sunshine for Johannesburg, as we said. 6 degrees your low going up to 21 degrees. A northeasterly wind of around 15 k's an hour in Mahikeng, where your low is 8 going up to 24. Clear skies expected for Klerksdorp. 6 degrees your minimum going up to a max of 24. Kimberley ranging between 5 and 25 degrees. Then the lowest temp in the country, Bloem, you've nailed it again. 1 degree is your low going up to 22 degrees. Then you can expect some occasional rain in Richards Bay. 13 your low going up to 22 degrees. In Pietermaritzburg, 8 is your low going up to 22 degrees as well. As we said, Durban ranging between 14 and 22 degrees with some cloud cover and high humidity expected for Mthatha. 6 degrees your minimum going up to a max of 24. A northeasterly wind of 22 kilometers an hour expected in East London today with a low of 12 and a max of 22. Cradock, your low 4 going up to 26 degrees. Port Elizabeth 12 and 21. George 12 and 25 your range. Then high humidity expected for Sutherland with a minimum of 7 going up to a max of 21 degrees. Cape Town, you're ranging between 10 and 25 degrees. Worcester moderate today. 11 is where you start your day, but going up to a nice sunny 29 degrees. Then the highest temperature in the country belongs as well to Springbok, 14 and 29 degrees your range. Uppington, beautiful day ahead there as well. 11 your low going up to 28 degrees. We'll give you one more weather, traffic and news update in a half hour.
Well, bom dia, friends. Yes, tal bom estar com você.
Hey.
Speaking the Portuguese.
You're learning the language. I love it when you talk foreign.
Listen, we're going to Portugal today. All things Portuguese inspired in our culinary hotline playing. Sing. And on our Expresso Morning Show SABC3 Facebook page, we asked you the following. We say, there was pastel de nata, peri peri, prego, and of course, let's not forget Cristiano Ronaldo. Even João, J something from Mikasa. Portugal has given us many great things, but what do you think is the best thing that Portugal has shared with the world? And this is what you had to say.
Well, let's take a look. Bianca Terry says, morning, the cashew nuts and parla bread.
Wow, I didn't know cashew nuts were from Portugal.
I didn't either.
Yeah.
Now we've learned something.
Education.
Yes. Mavasa Tip says, good morning, Expresso Show SABC3. I think he's the best player, Cristiano Ronaldo from Portugal, and Roman Piazza.
Roman Piazza. What is Roman Piazza? Maybe we'll find out. Is it a dish?
Food, I think
it's
so, because there's like a pie next to it.
Oh, okay,
Yes.
okay. Also, Dominic Green saying here, Vasco da Gama, and we shared with them our one and only Benny McCarthy. Lol. I'm assuming he's speaking about Vasco da Gama, the football club.
Yeah.
Is that what the best thing that Portugal has shared with the world? Man, I just like pictures of Madeira. Those are some of the best.
Let me tell you.
All right, well, keep on sharing those with us. We're going to be heading on over to our outside broadcast location this morning with Tabiso, who will be bringing us some great cuisine from Portugal along with our tea. But for now, let's quickly color in our Wednesday with a beautiful Portuguese performance, G-Man.
Yes, indeed. Let's make it multicolored at that. If you've never been to Portugal, we're going to take you there right now. I think one of the best ways to express one's culture, yes, through the cuisine, which we're going to be doing with our culinary hotline, but also through dance. Bon dia, Vera. Bon dia. I absolutely love the fact that we are all getting an opportunity to immerse ourselves in a culture that clearly you guys are so proud of and love. And I know the Portuguese community here in South Africa is very, I think, motivated, yes, by the sense of community, but very proud of keeping that culture alive. So thank you guys for coming through. You all look absolutely amazing. Been loving the vibe, the sounds that have been echoing through. Why is it so important to you from a personal level? Because this seems like a very deep personal connection you have.
Absolutely. That is one of the main things that we are actually promoting for our children, is to pass on the culture so that they can actually get a feel from what it is that we stand for. You know, the dance is part of where we come from, and so yeah, we're very proud to be able to pass it on to our kids. A lot of them are born here, haven't been back to Portugal, so this is one way to keep them in the Portuguese culture.
Yeah, keep them grounded, give them a sense of self. And I like the fact that we've got all ages represented. Hey, buddy.
Absolutely.
Oh, my God. There's a cuteness. Oh, my God. Oh, my word. So what are you going to perform for us this morning?
Today we are going to do Meninas, which is a dance from the north of Portugal. Today we're representing the north of Portugal, which is a very lively dance and lots of color and passion.
And passion, the secret ingredient. Well, Vera, thank you so much. And to all of you for coming through, especially you, cutie pie. Let's take it away. Let's delve into this beautiful Portuguese culture.
Thank you.
Ouvir, ai, que ouvir é coisa boa.
Eu já vi dançar o vira, ai, as meninas de Lisboa.
Eu já vi dançar o vira, ai, as meninas de Lisboa.
Ó vira, e torna a virar, as voltas do vira são boas de dar. Ó vira, e torna a virar, as voltas do vira são boas de dar.
Vamos ao vira, ai, que o vira é coisa linda.
Sabe dançar o vira, ai, as meninas de Coimbra.
Eu já vi dançar o vira, ai, as meninas de Coimbra.
Ó vira, eu quero virar, as voltas do vira são boas de dar.
Ó vira, e torna a virar, as voltas do vira são boas de dar. Vamos ao vira, ai, que o vira é boa dança.
Já vi dançar o vira, ai, as meninas de Bragança.
Eu já vi dançar o vira, ai, as meninas de Bragança.
Ó vira, se não viro eu, seu pai é meu sogro, seu amor sou eu.
Ó vira, se não viro eu, seu pai é meu sogro, seu amor sou eu. Vamos ao vira, ai, que o vira é desporto.
Eu já vi dançar o vira, ai, as meninas do Porto.
Eu já vi dançar o vira, ai, as raparigas do Porto.
Ó vira, as pontas do vira são boas de dar.
Ó vira, vira sem parar, as voltas do vira são boas de dar. Vamos ao vira, ai, que o vira é coisa boa.
Eu já vi dançar o vira, ai, as meninas de Lisboa.
Eu já vi dançar o vira, ai, as meninas de Lisboa.
Ó vira, e torna a virar, as voltas do vira são boas de dar.
Ó vira, e torna
Yay! Vera, guys, thank you so much. Sweetie Pie at the back, thank you so much. You are absolutely gorgeous. Bring it to the front. You're just too sweet. We're going to continue to explore all that is marvelous about Portuguese culture. Opening up our culinary hotline. Bling! In just a moment, then, Paula and the team from Imagine Cruising are going to take us on the Costa Magica, an unbelievable European cruise station. We'll see now. Give him a wave. Oh, Nunu Pants, man. Oh, well done.
Coming up on the next brand ambassador. Does Durban have what it takes in order to stand out from the crowd?
Too many people want to insert their spices into the biryani. No one is listening to me, so I decided to walk out.
By this stage, it's the Wild West.
What is going on?
My heart literally sunk.
That's not what we agreed upon.
He doesn't belong here.
Ooh, the clothes are coming out.
That's the next brand ambassador. Thursday at 7:30 p.m. on SABC3.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's Expresso right here on SABC3. Now, if you've been following the Face of Ponds 2019 competition, you'll know that the iconic skincare brand has finally found its new brand ambassador. Nomfundo Mlaba is in the lucky lady who gets to join the league of incredible women who currently represent the brand. And she's here in studio with us, so please, let's give some great Expresso love to Nomfundo Mlaba, the Face of Ponds. How are you, my darling?
I'm good.
The glow is real. The glow is real. You look beautiful.
Thank you so much, guys.
It looks like that smile has been stuck on your face since the moment, and it hasn't disappeared.
It has. Like, I can't even stop. I'm just like grinning, like, hey, I'm grin.
This is my standard. I woke up like this, basically. Tell me about how you feel, because you've been chosen out of thousands for this opportunity of a lifetime. We were speaking about it shortly during the ad break. This is an opportunity of a lifetime. Talk to me about the emotional state that you find yourself in right now. Take a deep breath and just tell me about it. Tell me all about it.
Right now, I'm not even sure how I feel. It's still like surreal.
Yeah.
Like I'm still just taking it all in, the interviews. I'm just like, is this really my life now? But it feels amazing. Like I'm honored, truly, truly, truly honored to be the chosen one. And I'm just excited and hope I do everyone proud.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
just how I
the
feel
last
right
24
now.
hours alone have been crazy.
Wow.
You flew from
Durban to Joburg, from Joburg to Cape Town, and it's the first time I breathe in Cape Town air, so I'm just like...
Are you serious?
Yes, it's my first time in Cape Town. So I'm like,
and everyone's like, hi, Lumpundo, I am hi, nice to meet you.
Everyone's just introducing themselves to me, so I don't have to be like, be like, oh, you're the face of Ponds. It feels truly amazing.
Look at how life has changed. Why did you decide to take part in the Face of Ponds competition?
I have a colleague by the name of Taryn Fleming who pestered me every day. Maybe pestering is a big word, but she kept on reminding me every day. She was like, you need to enter. And initially I was just like, no, that's not for girls like me. But when she kept on reminding me that I need to enter, I was like, if she believes in me so much, then why don't I believe in myself?
Yeah.
So I entered, and after the entry, I was hoping to win. I said it every day on my Instagram.
Yeah.
And I just felt like I'd be entering a space that I wouldn't normally want to enter, and that's just breaking a boundary, and I think I've broken it, so that's why I entered.
Absolutely, and I think it's all about breaking boundaries. That's what this opportunity represented. We're looking at some of the visuals and pictures from your journey and realizing right now that you now stand alongside powerhouse, powerful women like Tembisiet, like Ayanda Tabete, Melody Mulale, Nozi Pomtlanga as well. That's a pretty big deal, you know, from where you were to where you are right now. But we want to know about that journey. Take me through the journey, some of your highlights perhaps.
Was when I first got my phone call, and I was just like, in my entry, it was very confusing because I bought the product and I had it in my car for like maybe 3 days, even weeks.
Yeah.
And then Taryn was like, have you entered? I'm just like, oh snap, it's in my cabbie. Okay, I'll enter today. And then I entered. So when I entered, I was just like, I'm entering because I'm hoping to win. And the journey has been that, like, I've been expressing it, calling it out to the universe, like, hey, universe. And it's been amazing. One of the best highlights was the weekend away with the 10 girls, the other finalists. It was so beautiful. They are amazing women. And to be chosen amongst those girls to be the winner, it's out of this world.
Are you looking at that picture right now? We're playing that video.
I love it.
What's going on in your mind right there? Like cameras are flashing, background drop is beautiful, the lighting is amazing. What's going through your mind at that time?
At that time, I was very sick because
wow.
I was not used to Joburg weather. My eyes were very teary and I was just like out of it. But I was like, hey, I'm here. Let me just smile and look pretty. And I was really down and out when I took that picture.
It's an opportunity.
And to be looking at it.
So beautiful.
Yeah, no, thank you so much.
I love it. Also, shout out to Taryn for seeing and pushing your friend to this greatness right now, huh? Here. I love women who empower other women. All right, so we all know that with great power comes great responsibility.
Of course, yes.
What are you going to do as the face of Ponds, of course, because it's an incredible platform to have?
Yeah.
Firstly, I would like to rewrite the narrative. I'm from a very small rural place outside Maritzburg. It's called Ezibombini. And when I say I'm from a rural place, people automatically think, oh, she's underexposed, underprivileged and things like that, but that's not true. Like, people in rural areas are actually exposed to opportunities like this. It's just that we don't feel like those things are for people like us. So for me, this means telling girls from anywhere that you don't need to be scared. Like, if you feel like you can enter that space and you have the passion for it, just go for it, just jump. And obviously empowering girls like me and who want to aspire to be like me, or those who just relate to my story, to just do whatever you want to be. Do everything with passion and I just want to push passion.
I love that.
Talk to me about your personal ambitions, because as we were speaking as well, is that this is a great opportunity for Ponds, the brand, to be associated with you because you're a genuine-hearted, hard-working and very ambitious young woman. But for yourself, what ambitions do you have for yourself? Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
Hopefully I'll be in that seat and you'll be here.
Oh, hello.
I'll be the face. I'll be the face of Ponds then.
But really, I think think this is a good platform to me to make my debut into the media industry because I studied journalism. But when I studied journalism, my family was just like, who do you know that's a journalist? Like, that's not for people like us. And my mother would literally say, you don't know anyone, you won't find a job, and things like that. But luckily, I've managed to grow and become the person that I am today, and she's very proud, and my entire family as well. So I think this is just a good platform for me to go further in the media industry and just prove to my family and everyone that the media industry is, myself, well, I think I believed it. So I just had to prove it to other people, because when my mom was like, no, you're not doing journalism, I was like, mother, I'm not an engineer, I'm a journalist, I'm a media personality, that's what I want to do. So I just want to grow my career and do the best I can all the time.
Well, as long as you are doing the best you can, then you are always on the right track, I believe. Congratulations to you.
I love it. The glow is real, and you look absolutely beautiful, and you can see you're so happy in such a beautiful place. So thank you so much for sharing this amazing news with us. Now, the search for the face of Ponds 2019 has been an incredible journey, and we have no doubt that Nomfundo will shine her light and continue to make us proud. So thank you to everyone who voted, and Ponds for inspiring young women to chase their dreams and reach their full potential.
Yeah, be sure to follow Nomfundo Mlaba to see her conquer her role. And ladies and gentlemen, welcoming her not just to the Ponds brand, but to the world of media issues. Nomfundo Mlaba, come on!
I look forward to being interviewed by you one day, if I can get famous enough for that. But thank you for sending that message. Hopefully that's inspired you to think, especially as a woman, of how you can empower the women around you, most especially. So we're going to have a little bit of fun now. When we return, we are exploring all things Portuguese through travel, through dance, and of course through cuisine. Uncle Tabsy is standing by at a very cool, quite dramatic location. Look at that. Don't you dare eat that. We're going to explore some beautiful Portuguese dishes with the crazy ladies. We'll see you in just a moment.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Bom dia, amigos. Welcome to your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Wednesday morning. And man, the culinary hotline bling is taking us on a journey to Portugal.
In brackets, ting, ting, ting. We are loving exploring all things that are wonderful about the Portuguese culture. We've had dance. We're going to take you on with Imagine cruising, a beautiful European cruise now on the Costa Magica, which actually stops by Lisbon. But I think, in my experience, one of the best ways to experience a culture is through its food, which we're going to do right now.
Absolutely. Let's go.
Call us on your cell phone. Culinary hotline bling. That can only mean one thing.
Bom dia, good morning, welcome to the Culinary Hotline Bling.
Sing, sing, sing.
Well, this morning we're coming to you live from Camps Bay, the lush and luxurious and absolutely fabulous Camps Bay. We're here in Camps Bay at your holiday home, Jenny Morris.
It is my holiday home. It's my home from home.
Your home away from
You
home.
are so lucky.
Oh man, what a treat, what a beautiful time. And it seems like it's such a beautiful time to be having breakfast and making food outside in our outdoor kitchen, because a minimum of 10, a maximum of 25 degrees out in Cape Town is going to be a beautiful day. But today we're making meals that are Portuguese inspired. We are traveling all around the world in the next couple of minutes. And of course, hola. These senoras are here with me. They're going to be taking us through this entire process. So ladies, I'm seeing a whole spread of good stuff, a whole spread of good food that's been laid out here. You're going to have to take me through some of it, because I do recognize the Portuguese roll.
Yeah.
I think all of us know that the one way to come out with a face covered in all white powder is eating a Portuguese roll. If you're not eating a Portuguese roll and you come out with a face like that, then that person's definitely doing something else. We're not going to address that right now. But what is this? What is going on here?
That's an espetada, like an espetada hanger. So that's the way you serve an espetada. And it is just like a bowl at the bottom, and you can put anything there. You can put like your bread rolls, your salad, and then we're going to make that chicken espetada.
Okay, fantastic. And then so you've got, usually you would have sardines as well. They're very popular in
She woke up late.
Okay, so she didn't make the...
We were going to get the boat out.
I know.
It's my fault.
I was on standby. I could have gone out into the boat with you. But of course, sardines grilled are quite popular,
Delicious.
right?
You know, when I was in Lisbon, just on every corner, street food.
Yeah.
The beautiful sardines straight from the sea with big splashes of lemon juice on them. So good. And that smell, it's intoxicating.
This looks absolutely amazing. It's so rich. It's so creamy.
Yeah.
Is it a soup? Is it a... What is this? Is it a risotto?
We need to educate you, chef. This is a caldo verde. Did I say it right? You said it right. Caldo verde. You say it tastes the same. It's delicious. So I made this last night. So it's just like a potato and kale soup, basically, with salt and pepper, and you serve it with a bit of chorizo.
Yeah.
It's lovely because all that chili oil comes up. I have memories of that as well. I scaled someone's wall because in Portugal, they grow as tall as an elm, or as tall as you. Big.
Are you
It's like
serious?
palm trees.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I stole the seeds. Oh, wow.
And you brought them back here.
I didn't bring them back.
I did read some very interesting facts about the caldo verde. It says that it's a common Portuguese soup. It's also called caldo verde, which consists of a base of cooked, then pureed potato, onion, garlic, which is then shredded, and then you've got collard greens, which are amazing. They added as chunks of chorizo that are often added as well, but it may be omitted if you don't like the chorizo. Then you can make the soup very fully vegan and vegetarian, which is great. So, and then what is this? This looks like milk tarts.
No, it's a Portuguese milk tart. It's a pastéis de nata, and what they do is there's a story here about monks and nuns.
Yeah.
So the monks use in Italy. Sorry, it's Portugal. We're in Portugal. Oh, we're in Portugal.
Yeah. You travel the world so much, you never know where you are. Now you don't know.
So the monks use the white of the egg to stiff the bonnet of the thing. Yeah, and we'll tell you more later. We'll tell you more later when we get back.
There is so much. There's chili all over the place here, and of course, there is no way we're traveling to Portugal without getting into the peri-peri. We're going to Mozambique. We're making some delicious food. Connect with us on social media. Expresso Morning Show, SABC 3. It is the Culinary Hotline Bling. Coming to you from an outdoor kitchen in Camps Bay.
Things are looking delicious there, Tubbsy and fam. Thanks very much. We'll be tuning in again to those adventures in Camps Bay. They're looking like they're having a good time.
How long do you think it's going to take for him to drive all the way from Camps Bay here? Because we've got to do the taste test, isn't that how it works? We've got to officially do the taste test.
That is essential.
Don't let it get cold, man. Don't let it get cold. Now we're going to continue with our Culinary Hotline Bling. Sing, sing, sing. Travel and more. We'll see you now.
In the national news this morning, Justice Edwin Cameron yesterday delivered his last ruling in the Constitutional Court in Johannesburg, 25 years after his appointment. Chief Justice Mogoeng praised Cameron for the important role that he played in making AIDS drugs freely available. The Basic Education Department has invited students who failed the May-June senior certificate exams to register for an opportunity to rewrite. On the international front, a Spanish woman has become the second foreigner in a week to be arrested at Kenya's international airport for wearing an ivory bangle. 50-year-old Maria Pitch Aguilera pleaded guilty and paid a fine of $9,800 for illegal possession of ivory. Pakistan has said that it will take the Kashmir dispute to the International Court of Justice. Kashmir has been the site of decades of sporadic conflict. A decision by the International Court of Justice would be advisory only unless both countries agreed beforehand that the ruling should be binding. And finally, Munu, a rare blind rhino, has been given a new lease on life. The 20-year-old black rhino bull lost sight in both eyes in a territorial fight. He has been found walking in circles on a reserve in the Eastern Cape, easy prey for lions. With only 254 southwestern black rhinos left in South Africa and only 80 breeding males, the White Lion Foundation stepped in. Munu has moved to a specially protected, designed enclosure with his special needs in mind, where he is guarded around the clock. Cameras track his every move and music is played to keep him calm. Plans are even afoot to introduce him to a female mate soon in the hope that he will sire offspring. Well, that was your 8 o'clock news update. Here's a final look at what's happening in the world of sport with Graham.
Touching on those major sporting headlines one last time, in our PSL action last night, we saw shared points all round as reigning champs Mamelodi Sundowns. They drew 1-1 with Cape Town City in Atteridgeville, and AmaZulu and Orlando Pirates drew in a thriller, 0-0 albeit, at the Zwelithini Stadium in Durbs last night. And on to rugby, ahead of the Currie Cup action this weekend, Western Province's Damien Willemse might get the opportunity to start at fly half when his team faces the Cheetahs in the 7th round of the Currie Cup at the Toyota Stadium on Saturday. And in cricket, we've seen some bodyline action as Australian batsman Steve Smith has now been ruled out of the 3rd Ashes test. That was after suffering from a concussion when he was hit in the neck by a Jofra Archer bouncer on day 4 of that 2nd test against England at Lords. Of course, that one was drawn. And that's a wrap of your sport for this Wednesday morning.
Well, we're taking a final look at what's happening on our roads this morning, starting off with KwaZulu-Natal at Mpangeni. There is protest action on the N2 route before the Insuleni exit. Heavy delays can be expected. Please avoid the area and use an alternative route this morning. Also at Gauteng at Lindbro Park on the N3 northbound, there's been a multi-vehicle accident before Marlborough Drive, obstructing 2 lanes. Please approach with caution. And then on the Cape Flats line, there is an extended travel time of 30 to 40 minutes on the Cape Flats line due to a defective track circuit at Salt River Artery in Ndebeni. Speed restrictions and infrastructure problems due to vandalism at Salt River. So please do take note of that. Let's take a final look at what's happening in the weather.
Well, thank you one final time to everyone who sent in your beautiful sunrise pictures. Thank you so much, Gary Oakham, for your sunrise from East London, Tajveer Chanda for your sunrise picture from Greyton, and Duncan Lawrence for your beautiful picture from Bloemfontein. Then Geraldine Flatman as well for your sunrise from Fishhook in Cape Town, as well as Ntokozo Theo Makatini for your sunrise from Johannesburg. And then lastly, Linda Macmillan for your beautiful pic from Durbs as well. Let's see what the temperatures have in store for you in your neck of the woods. Polokwane, your low 4 going up to 21 degrees, and Bombela, your low 8 going up to 24 degrees. Pretoria ranging between 8 and 22. Plenty of sunshine for Johannesburg, 6 your low, but going up to 21 degrees. A northeasterly wind of around 15 km an hour for Mahikeng, 8 is your low, going up to 24 degrees. Then clear skies expected for Klerksdorp, where you kick off on 6 degrees, going up to 24. Kimberley, 5 and 25, your range for the day. The lowest temp in the country for most of this year, in fact, Bloemfontein, 1 degree, but you kick off on that one, going up to 22 degrees. Then occasional rain for Richards Bay, between 13 and 22 degrees is your temperature range. Pietermaritzburg, 8 and 22. Durbs, your low 14, going up to a max of 22, but a brief break in the rain there. A high humidity for Mthatha, 6 degrees your low, going up to 24 degrees. Then a northeasterly wind of 22 kilometers an hour expected in East London, where your low is 12, going up to 22 degrees. Craddock, you're ranging between 4 and 26. Port Elizabeth, 12 12 and 21. George, your low, 12 going up to 25 degrees. Then expect high humidity for Sutherland, where your low is 7 going up to 21 degrees. Cape Town, 10 and 25 degrees. A moderate day in the mother city. Worcester, your low just 11 going up to a nice sunny 29 degrees. Then the highest temper in the country in Springbok, 29 degrees there as well, with your low 14. And Uppington, nice moderate start at 11 degrees going up to a beautiful sunny 28 degrees. But as we always say, regardless of the weather, make sure it's a beautiful day.
And it surely will be on your feel-good breakfast show, enjoying all kinds of feel-good vibes in the food that we've explored, inspiring young people out there as well, and the best of coffee as well. So, Princess, may I please have your grandest grind?
Okay. Ooh, your grandest grind, and of course, it needs to go with something.
Yes.
Princess, what do you have to eat?
Poppy seed muffin.
Oh, a poppy seed muffin.
Fresh made,
Delicious.
There you
Thank
go.
you so much.
Hey, and speaking of all things
so
delicious,
good.
after a short break, we'll be linking up with Tabzi, Anal, and Jenny, who are currently in Camps Bay. Super jealous we are.
Yeah.
But of course, they're making all kinds of delicious food inspired by the country of Portugal. So if you've never been there, perhaps you'd like to explore the country from a culinary point of view, and we'll be doing so with the Culinary Hotline Bling.
Sing, sing, sing. You want to share?
Yeah, I'll share. Cool.
Only the highest grade Arabica beans. McAfee, great coffee, simple. See you after the break.
I'm Bert Bosch, I'm a musician and actor, and I live in Johannesburg. Come find your smooth fame and fortune with me, Bauer, on Tropica Island of Treasure, Curacao. All you need to do, you buy a Tropica, you follow the entry details on the back of the bottle, you make a video, you upload it to Twitter or Facebook or Instagram with the hashtag TIOT9 and tell me why you want to be on my team, and then you could be winning fame and fortune with me on Tropica Island of Treasure, Curacao.
Lisboa já tem sol, mas cheira a lua quando nasce a madrugada sorrateira e o primeiro elétrico da rua faz corpo às chinelas da ribeira. Se chove, cheira a terra prometida, procissões têm um cheiro a rosmaninho. Nas tascas das vielas mais escondidas, cheira a iscas com elas e a vinho. Um cravo numa água furtada, cheira bem, cheira a Lisboa. Uma rosa a florir na tapada, cheira bem, cheira a Lisboa. A fragata que se ergue na proa, a varina que teima em passar, cheiram bem porque são de Lisboa. Lisboa tem cheiro de flores e de mar. Lisboa cheira os cafés do Rocio e o fado cheira sempre a solidão. Cheira a castanha assada, está frio, cheira a fruta madura quando é verão. Os lábios têm o cheiro de um sorriso, manjerico tem o cheiro de cantigas e os rapazes perdem o juízo, só lhes dá o cheiro a raparigas. Um cravo numa água furtada, cheira bem, cheira a Lisboa. Uma rosa a florir na tapada, cheira bem, cheira a Lisboa. A fragata que se ergue na proa, a varina que teima em passar, cheiram bem porque são de Lisboa. Lisboa tem cheiro de flores e de mar.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. This is your feel-good breakfast show. Happy Wednesday. It is so good to be in your company at the start of a brand new day.
Exactly. Well, it is time for us to head back to the team from the Culinary Hotline Bling. It's Anel, it's Jenny, it's Tabiso, and it's all about Portuguese cuisine. I cannot wait. It's absolutely delicious. And of course, we've got the culinary experts on speed dial.
Let's take a look.
Call us on your cell phone.
Culinary Hotline Bling.
that can only mean
Welcome back to it. It is the Culinary Hotline Bling. Ting, ting, ting. We're coming to you live from our outdoor kitchen here in Camps Bay at Jenny Morris's holiday home. And today we're taking it all the way to Portugal. We're making some Portuguese-inspired treats and meals and all of that. Earlier on, we took you through a range and a spread of ingredients and foodie goodies that are available. Foodie goodies that are available for anybody wanting to make that all Portuguese authentic meal. We did cover the egg whites, which you use, Jenny, but you never mentioned what you do with the yolk.
The yolks, okay. So what the monks did was they used all the baking in those days, and the nuns, they made these beautiful custard tarts with a crispy pastry, delicious topping.
Oh, divine. It's my best.
Well, Anel, we definitely can't get into any Portuguese meal without getting into the peri-peri of it all. And I know that you've prepared a nice peri-peri sauce for us.
So people can actually SMS the word chili.
Yes, you can. SMS the keyword chili to 33728. That takes you through the step-by-step guide on how to make your own Portuguese peri-peri. But you made this overnight?
Oh, yes. So it's chilies, it's lemon juice.
Yeah.
It is like chilies, lemon juice, some vinegar, some salt, some pepper, some onion. So you just mix it through. We're going to use this chili sauce also for our chicken livers later on.
Okay, so we're making chicken now. Just what is that? Chicken breast?
No, this is a chicken thigh. Jenny, why the chicken thigh?
I prefer the chicken thigh because it's moist meat and it's nice and chunky and it doesn't dry out on the brine, and it's just, I like dark meat.
Yeah, dark meat, everybody does like that. But you know, the thing about peri-peri sauce for me is that I use it absolutely everywhere. Once it's in the fridge and it's been made, I use it in pasta. I use it in anything that I have, basically, pretty much.
It's totally versatile. In pasta, I would just turn it down with it for all those that can't take the heat. Get out of the kitchen. But I would turn it down with a bit of fresh cream. You know? And so you can add some basil to it. So you can just add more depth to it. I always say take the recipe and own it, quite frankly.
So now you're making that aspetada.
Look at this.
Oh, that looks so good. It looks dangerous. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you it looks dangerous, but I can tell the end result's going to be absolutely yum. The keyword once again is chili. SMS that to 33728. We're taking you to Mozambique today. We're taking you to Brazil. We're taking you to Portugal. And things are definitely heating up. So Anel, what's next? What do you do with that?
This? Our bride just got a fire just now, so we remove it.
Not quite. We just had an influx of dark smoke, but don't worry, we're all safe. Don't send help.
So you say you braai this.
You smoke it, darling. You smoke it.
So I'm not going to show that now.
Okay, cool. So that's fine. So you'd obviously do that. When would you serve this? When is it appropriate to serve an espadada? Is it like a relaxed party, a braai?
Anytime. Not breakfast, I will say, but definitely lunch.
Okay, I'm going to try and play a game with you ladies, because now we've got that going on over there. Try and see. This game quickly we're going to play. I've got two pedal boards there for you guys. You've got the I know side. This means I know, and this means I don't know. So I'm going to ask you guys a question, all right? Drum roll. Okay, cool. What is chicken in Afrikaans?
It's a hoender.
No, you're supposed to sit up your paddle board.
But I know it.
But the answer is correct. That's hoender. That's right. Okay. So you know the Afrikaans word for it, but what is a hoender in Engels?
I know.
Do you?
Chicken.
There you go. Okay, so what's a chicken in Zulu?
Ikuku.
I know.
Say it again.
Kuku.
In kuku, yeah.
No, not amakluk.
Not amakluk. No, you definitely got that one right. Okay, so Anel, this one is for you. What is a chicken in isiXhosa?
Eyeball.
It's not eyeball.
Okay, I'm going to say I know.
Yeah.
I'm going to say amakluk again.
No! Where are you getting that from? In kuku, that's correct. Put it here. You know, you and I can hang out. You can put it here. I'll need to give you some tutorials. We need to spend this entire day teaching you just like the basics. How's that? But while you get a hang of the recipe on 33728, SMS chili 33728, it is the Culinary Hotline Bling. Ting, ting, ting. We're coming to you live from Camps Bay. It's a beautiful day out in Cape Town, peaking at that maximum of 25 degrees, and we're going to be going all the way to Portugal because after this, we're making something cheap but hot. It's not me. It's not Anel. It's not Jenny. It's chicken livers that's happening here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Connect with us on social media and let us know what you think of the recipe or what you think of all these goodies here that we've laid out on the table. Expresso Morning Show, SABC 3. Okay, now
SMS the word chicken for this recipe.
This one?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, okay, well.
Are we sharing it?
Yeah, we are sharing this. So for the chili sauce, it's obviously chili to 33728. And then, of course, for the recipe on how to make this chicken, if your braai was actually working, it's chicken to 33728. I still need to teach you some Zulu words, okay? So chicken is ingu.
Ingu.
Wow, I'm actually so hungry right now. It's one thing experiencing the food to take you there. How about actually going there? Cosmopolitan cities, ancient history, and of course, fantastic food. This week, we are setting sail on a 14-night European voyage on board the Costa Magica from the chanting seaside city of Barcelona and the historic architecture of Portugal to the picturesque city of Amsterdam and Stockholm archipelago, all for, this is crazy, 26,999 Rand. That is madness, and it doesn't really get better than that. Every week, Paula, you introduce a new challenge, and I think I get swept up in each one of these incredible Imagine Cruising opportunities, I'm going to call them, opportunities to change your life. Such a cool trip planned. I think that the value here, this might be some of the best value that we've been able to put together, but you've been popping in the peripheral of my eye line. I know you are probably one of the most proud women on set this morning. Why are you so proud of your heritage? Not just today, but every day.
Absolutely. I'm just, you know, having grown up in the Portuguese culture and just having the craziness of the Portuguese. We're very loud. We're very, as you can see, my hands never stop, and I try to
That's why you fit
train
in so
myself
well,
to
yeah,
keep
girl.
down.
That's why you fit in so
I'm
well.
very proudly Portuguese.
But thank you so much. And a big part of that is being able to explore and enjoy your culture and chatting to the traditional dancers here. I think there is a great yearning to be able to go and visit your homeland if you can, but for others to be able to experience that. And we've gone through the Mediterranean. You've taken us to Europe on an incredible deal, but this is slightly different. This has a different flavor and a different flair. We're heading back to Europe, baby.
Yes, no, we are. So this is a unique one because it's actually part of a repo cruise, which means that it's not seasonal. It doesn't repeat the same itineraries like it does for the Western or the Eastern Med. So this is the only date, which is the 16th of May, where it actually relocates to another part. And because of that, you're actually getting to stop at really unique, different itineraries, you know, ports of call. So on this specific one, you'll be starting one of the most glamorous cities in the world, Milano, in Italy, which is nice. And then you'll overnight there one night, and then you board the Costa Magica, where you'll then start sailing up to the northern Europe. So you'll be stopping over in places like Barcelona, like we spoke about earlier on, and then Cadiz, and then from Cadiz you go to Lisbon, which we'll talk more about that later.
I have no doubt.
And then from there we will go on to Vigo, back to Spain, and then you'll get to go to see Paris, London, Amsterdam, and then Stockholm, the Scandinavian
These are some
area.
marquee destinations, actually. If you think about it, if you want to do the quintessential European tour, this is probably the right way to approach it. And I mean, the value again. I know I'm struggling to let go of that because this is taking you to places where I think one individual trip to any one of these destinations might cost you the same, and you're getting to obviously get the luxury of the ship or the enjoyment of that. What's the onboard experience like on the Magica?
Okay, so there on the onboard, Magica is like a family-friendly, you know, ship, and it's got a lot of facilities on board the ship, which is quite nice. What's unique about the ship is it's got like the Italian feel. Even inside there, it's actually themed with places like Capri to Portofino, and then Sicily and those places. So although you're traveling to these places within the ship, you feel like you're at these places.
It kind
you know,
of gets you
nice.
in the mood, in the vibes.
of the whole
So when you
Mediterranean
you're fully in the rhythm.
Yes, so that's quite nice. And then obviously with the floating resort, you've got the experience of going exploring the evening theatre shows, and then you've got the sun, decks where you can go to the pool area. There's so much on offer on board the Costa Magica to enjoy.
And it's got a kind of a romantic old school feel about it, which is quite nice, which I think is a great way to do Europe, to delve into that sense of wonder. I have a sense of wonder. I know I'm kind of laying it on thick, but this is actually because we've had some pretty good deals in this process. But this 26,999. So what does that cover?
Okay, so all our packages does include flights. So it would be your flights from Johannesburg, including your airport taxes, your one-night stay in Milan, where you can then explore Milan. Then you on board the Costa Magica, and you'll be visiting Barcelona. You'll go to Cadiz, which is your port to Seville, and then you go to Lisbon. You go Vigo. From Vigo, you go to Le Havre, which is where you can go to Paris, and then you go to Harwich, where you go to London, and then Amsterdam. And on this specific trip, we've decided for our Expresso viewers to include a full day tour in Amsterdam, which again, we try and, excite everyone to really book this, to go.
Yeah.
And then you end up in Stockholm. So it is a very nice package, all inclusive.
Phone right now. I'm going to just say phone right now, 0861 777 245. There is an advisor waiting to chat to you right now. This is a once-off incredible opportunity for only 26,999 Rand, including flights and airport taxes, guys. That is insane. He'll be departing this incredible adventure on the 16th of May 2020. Stay tuned, because coming up we're going to take a closer look at the Portugal and Spanish leg of the trip. Obviously get a little taste of that experience that awaits some very lucky cruise goers. If you're going to do Europe, this is the way that you need to do it.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Science reaches for the truth. It works for the big and small, for the old and young. And with knowledge as our first ingredient, science is at the heart of our food. For differences you can see, feel, and trust. It all starts with science.
Welcome back. This is your feel-good breakfast show, Expresso, on SABC3 on this Wednesday morning, where we are tantalizing you with tales of travel to Portugal, of course, with our friends at Imagine Cruising. And of course, right now, though, if you are planning your trip there and you're thinking about what you could do, you're picturing yourself over there already, why not then explore the culinary side of things? So let's switch back on with Tabiso, Jenny and Anel, who are currently in Camps Bay, conquering the culinary side of Portugal.
Call us on your cell phone. Culinary hotline bling. That can only mean one thing.
Yeah, bom dia, cat. Good morning. Welcome back to the Is Still Your Culinary Hotline Bling.
Ting, ting, ting.
And we're taking it all the way to Portugal. So much fun we're having here in Camps Bay. It's a beautiful day out. We are really just preparing a feast. And trust me to already have the finished product in my hand. A chicken liver prego roll. They are hot. They are delicious. But they're also easy. And we did clear it up earlier on. We're not talking
They're
about...
not cheap. They're inexpensive.
They're inexpensive. That's not the word you want to be using. We did clear it up. We're not talking about ourselves here. We're talking about the chicken livers. But Jenny, I have to ask you, do chicken livers make you shiver?
They make my liver quiver. They do. Just the thought of them.
And you, Anil?
I think it's like a perfect dinner.
Yeah,
a chicken dinner. Yeah, it's a winner. Yeah, it's a
I
winner.
can think of many, many times at home just growing up where we've had chicken livers. And of course, because they're so inexpensive, they are so perfect for around this time of the month, just before you wait for that payday. But the nice thing about them is you're having an inexpensive meal without feeling like you're being schnoop. You know what I mean?
But also they're very nutritious.
Yes.
They are so rich in iron. My poor husband has just had this quadruple bypass, as you know.
Yeah.
And I just shoved chicken livers down his throat because I wanted to boost his iron levels.
Because you need quite a bit of iron before you go into a operation.
Yes. How do you prep your chicken livers from raw? So you get them out the pack. What do you do?
Well, you know, there's that little thing that they call it the gall, the gall, that green stuff.
Yeah.
You must get rid of it. Take that greeny stuff off, and just maybe sometimes there's a little bit of pipe, or you know what I'm saying?
The white
the attachments.
Stuff,
Just clean that all off beautifully. And then you're ready to go, basically.
But now there are people don't know the many different things you can do with chicken livers. Like now we've made like the prego rolls. What else could you do with it? Could you do like a chicken livers pasta? I'm guessing.
I would love a chicken livers pasta, but my favorite is the Portuguese way, the chicken liver peri peri, the hot peri peri-ness.
So now we're taking that peri peri sauce, we're bringing it all the way back through for the chicken
livers. Yes. So what I've done here, I've put the chicken livers in the pan. It's working. I'm right. We put it in the pan, and we're going to just fry it off in the pan.
What are you using? Butter?
Yeah, just a little bit of butter and beautiful olive oil. And I've added a little bit of parsley in here, just sprinkling of that. And then we're using the same sauce, the peri peri sauce that we had made earlier. Remember, there's chili, there's beautiful lemon in here, there's garlic, there's all punching a big
And the
bunch of
nice thing
flavour.
is we left the seeds in because we wanted hot. Peri peri pella pella. Hot.
Yes.
So how would you keep it hot? Because after a while I imagine that the heat levels
never
drop.
goes.
They don't.
No, it just gets worse.
Increases.
Just like wine, your
Yes.
peri peri sauce is going to get better with time.
But you know something about the chili?
Yeah.
Everyone thinks that the Indians, the Portuguese, took the chili to India.
Really?
They did indeed.
Yeah?
They did indeed.
Well,
The
trust Jenny
Indians.
Morris to always come through with a bit of a history lesson, giving you that culinary or origins history lesson. Of course, to get your hands on this delicious recipe of chicken livers that we're making, you have to SMS the keyword dish to 33728. That's text dish to 33728. We will send you an SMS with a link to the recipe. How's it coming along there, Anel?
I'm just worried about the fire levels. It's perfect. What I've done the chicken livers, fried them off a bit, and then we've added the peri peri sauce, very easy, and we've just added a dash of cream, a little bit of cream for that richness.
Yeah.
And there we have it.
Can I ask you quickly, without using the paddle boards, what do you think, in your wildest guess, what do you think chicken livers are in Setswana or Sesotho?
Amagila!
No, Jenny.
Zulu, close enough, close enough. Did you have the correct answer?
11. Sorry.
11.
Sorry, but it's
actually.
Hey, Heiko.
Sibiti.
Sibiti. Sibiti. But that's a beautiful.
Isibindi. In Zulu, isibindi.
Ibinti or sibinti?
Isibindi.
Isibinti. So this is
Okay, so
like
this
a
is the prego
prego.
roll.
Isibinti.
Sibinti.
Like peri. What is Nandi? Can I taste this?
Taste it. Let's dish to 33378. I cannot wait to get it here. Please grab one, man, Jenny.
You know what I want?
Grab one. I'll tell you what we think of this. The punch of that chili, that very, very sauce.
Is it mushle?
Mnandi.
Guys, I'm going to add some more peri-peri on mine. This needs more peri-peri.
What we do is we're going to be rounding it up and bringing together all our different ingredients from our soup to our espetara to our rolls and our peri-peri sauce and of course our livers. That's all when you're coming up in a bit, but for now we're just indulging and we'll see you later.
But it's hot.
You always know you're winning when all you hear is delicious stuff. So we're going to continue on the delicious cultural exploration of Europe. Of course, we are loving Portugal today, but we've been chatting to Paula from Imagine Cruising about the magic of a cruise from Italy right through to the Baltics. We are exploring Europe, and whether you love history, arts, maybe natural wonders, fine cuisine, yes, or above all, just the European cruise gives you a taste of some breathtaking, I think, life moments every stop of the way. Paula, thank you so much for being so proudly Portuguese this morning. We absolutely love it. So let's kick it off right there. And I know this is the one piece of the itinerary that you would probably begin and end at if you could. You do get to stop off at Lisbon. What do you think is going to kind of hit the mark when we get to go to Portugal's capital?
Okay, so Lisboa is how you say it, Lisboa.
Lisboa.
It's the guests can't fail to actually fall in love with this city. What's nice is it's got a blend of both the cultural and also the contemporary. Traditional and contemporary culture. You can decide to climb up the 15th century Tower of Belém, which is beautiful. When you get to the top of that tower, you have the spectacular views of the landscapes of the city. It's absolutely stunning, one of the landmarks to go and see. And then close by, they've got the famous bakery called the Pastéis de Belém, which is definitely a must, and there you could try one of the pastéis nata.
Am I finally going to get one of these?
Yes,
I'm
you will.
eyeing it up.
As you've seen, that it is a crust pastry nest with custard cream inside, baked and then sprinkled with cinnamon. So I'm going to give you the opportunity to taste one.
Thank you so much, and it does feel like an opportunity. Obrigado. It looks absolutely
So while you're
beautiful.
enjoying that, I'll carry on. So you will also be able to go to the narrow cobblestones of the alleys in the Alfama district, which is beautiful. It's got the colourful houses there. It's got the little shops that has the selling of the traditional crafts and arts as well, and pavement coffee shops around there, the cafes around there, which is actually very, very nice. What I like about Portugal, it has so much to offer, and one of the nice things is also the statue of
Christ the Redeemer.
Yeah, no, not the Redeemer. It's Christ Rei, which is the Christ the King. It's different. It's actually inspired by the Christ of Redeemer of Brazil.
In Brazil.
And then they've decided to put the statue afterwards in Portugal. So that's Christ the Redeemer in Brazil and Christ the King in Portugal, and it said that they actually face each other from the different parts of the world. So if you've been to Brazil and you've gone there, it's actually quite nice to go there and to see that. And it also overlooks the famous bridge, 25 Abril, which is the 25th April bridge, which almost looks like San Francisco, doesn't it? Like the San Francisco bridge.
So many facades to take in, but it just does look beautiful.
Yes,
I love that.
is.
Always with me, it's that blend of, as you say, contemporary and very historic traditional culture. So along with my gorgeous little treat this morning, you've brought along another special surprise for us. What have you got in store?
Okay, so I've brought Ana Dabreu here. She's going to sing the fado. Now, the fado is like a Portuguese version of opera, and she's going to sing one of Amália, which she was famous for, Amália Rodriguez's song, and the one special song will be called Cheira Bem, Cheira Lisboa, which means that it's the flavors, the aroma, the fragrance of Portugal, the beautiful smells of Portugal, the essence of Portugal. And the fado is very like electric. It's raw and it's very emotional. So it's the soul of Portugal, which we're going to have her singing us today.
Anna, thank you so much for gracing us with your talent. The stage is yours.
Lisboa já tem sol, mas cheira a lua quando nasce madrugada subateira e o primeiro elétrico da rua faz cor com as chinelas da ribeira. Se chove cheira a terra prometida, procissões têm o cheiro a rosmaninho. Nas tascas das vielas mais escondidas, cheira a iscas com elas e a vinho. Um cravo numa água furtada, cheira bem, cheira a Lisboa. Uma rosa a florir na tapada, cheira bem, cheira a Lisboa. A fragata que se ergue na proa, a varina que teima em passar, cheiram bem porque são de Lisboa. Lisboa tem cheiro de flores e de mar. Lisboa cheira os cafés do Rocio e o fado cheira sempre a solidão. Cheira a castanha assada, está frio, cheira a fruta madura quando é verão. Os lábios têm o cheiro de um sorriso, manjerico tem o cheiro de cantigas e os rapazes perdem o juízo quando lhes dá o cheiro a raparigas. Um cravo numa água furtada, cheira bem, cheira a Lisboa. Uma rosa a florir na tapada, cheira bem, cheira a Lisboa. A fragata que se ergue na proa, a varina que teima em passar, cheira bem porque são de Lisboa. Lisboa tem cheiro de flores e de mar. Cheira bem, cheira a Lisboa. Cheira bem, cheira a Lisboa. A fragata que se ergue na proa, a varina que teima em passar, cheiram bem porque são de Lisboa. Lisboa tem cheiro de flores e de mar. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much. And the essence of Portugal, I love that, the soul of, I doubt, or at least I hope there was no Portuguese person at home sitting and not getting up on their feet to enjoy that. A really cool way, I think, to give us a taste test of what Lisbon has to offer. Anything else within that Lisbon kind of part of the itinerary?
One of the things that I would definitely mention is to take the tram up to the castle of São Jorge. It's actually quite a nice experience to go try the tram, and the tram actually crisscrosses around the whole of Lisbon. So you can actually experience that and just see more of the city. It's beautiful.
I'm sorry, I've got pastry all over my face, I've no doubt. Don't know what happened to it, just suddenly disappeared during that that performance. Of course, we continue on an incredible tour throughout Europe. Your next stop is Spain. Well, in fact, there are two kind of venues that stand out in Spain.
Yes, so there's actually three. So you actually be stopping in Barcelona.
Okay,
so obviously very famous for the Familia Sagrada and Las Ramblas and the Gaudi architect.
And the shopping.
And the shopping, definitely the shopping. And then from there you go on to Cadiz, where you actually get to see Seville. So it's beautiful. You can spend a day, exploring this beautiful city. And then you go to Vigo. So Vigo is northern part, higher up of Spain, and they've got the largest fishing village of Europe, which is there. Wow. So definitely have a taste of their catch of the day, I would recommend. But beautiful places in Spain.
It just all looks like from these gorgeous images, it looks like a James Bond movie comes to life. Like every destination, you could shoot an iconic scene. And I think the most amazing part of all of this is the price. We know that this is a once-off, and it's going at 26,999 Rand, including flights, which, if you put it in context, that's cheaper than a local holiday for a week. That's insane. Once in a lifetime opportunity. Leaves on the 16th of May 2020, sailing from Italy all the way to the Baltics. And stay tuned, because there are a few more stops on this incredible Mediterranean itinerary that you won't want to miss out now. But I'm going to reiterate, phone right now to book your place. 0861 777 245. Imagine Cruising's unbelievable team are waiting for your call right now, so give them a shout.
What's up, guys? This is Ntando Duma. I'm a media personality, a TV presenter, actress, and a mother. Join me on the island, buy a Tropica bottle and see entry details on the bottle. Upload a video of yourself telling me why you'd be my ideal partner on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter, and the hashtag is TIOT9. Join me on the island and come find your smooth fame and fortune on Tropica Island of Treasure, Carousel.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. Thank you so much for tuning in for what has been the most wonderful, culturally enriching show. We're going to continue on that trend right now, just when we thought it couldn't get any better. France and England, the Netherlands and Sweden jump on board this incredible European cruise, courtesy of Imagine Cruising. Paula, we've done some pretty magical destinations. I was joking, saying it kind of looks like a James Bond movie brought to life. There's something beautiful and old school, but this is the tour to do if you want to cruise Europe, undoubtedly. So we've explored Spain, we've explored Portugal. Our next stop takes us to Le Havre and Harwich in the UK. So France, Harwich, this is Europe.
Yes, so the next port, Le Havre, is the region of Normandy in France.
It's beautiful.
And it's also got the access to go to Paris. So for those that want to explore and see Paris, they've never been to Paris, I would definitely recommend that they go there, because, you know, you've got the iconic...
I have to bring it in because
the Eiffel Tower, you've got the...
Tour de France has just finished this.
And then you've got the Notre Dame Cathedral, and then obviously you've got your Louvre. And so much to do in Paris, if you can do that. And then the next stop would be then Harwich. Harwich, and that is the gateway as well, also fairly close to UK's capital, London.
London, cool.
So for those that's been to London will know that there's a lot of iconic places to see, like your Big Ben. You've got the Tower of London, and you've got obviously the Buckingham Palace. And then from there you can also see the London Eye. There's so much to do in London, so definitely you can do a day excursion, just explore.
You can take it in.
And you can take it in and enjoy that. That's the nice thing about this itinerary. It's unique, you know?
Yeah, I mean, if you wanted to tick those boxes of all the things, I mean, every week we say bucket list, but I mean, this really does capture the essence of Europe with those iconic cities, so do it. Do that part tourist, part relaxation, part culture. You get to explore it from so many different angles. Amsterdam, a city that I've only flown in and out of, but I've never actually had the opportunity to explore. explore?
So Amsterdam is beautiful. I love Amsterdam. It's the Dutch, you know, the Dutch culture. It's beautiful. It's got so many canals, you know, around there, and it's very picturesque, you know, in general.
Does
and
look like a postcard,
and there you'll get a tour of the city, so you'll get to see the various places. They're also known for the red light district. They've got the also the major, you know, shopping area there.
Yeah, I'm thinking that I'm looking at the old harbour, Amstel River.
Yes, Amstel River, and you can also do the Amstel beer experience, tasting in Amsterdam. So there's lots to do there, and we've included a full day.
A full day,
there.
and it's worth it. I think sink your teeth into it because you've got such luxury on the Magic, on the Costa Magica, that you can have your holiday components on board, and you can really spend your time on land exploring. So you come back with this enriched sense of life and love. Then there is a little extra something which we are offering just to our Expresso viewers.
So part of your tour, besides seeing the Van Gogh, you know, the famous Van Gogh Museum and that, you also get to go to Zanzi Shams, which is where the countryside of the Dutch countryside, where you see the windmills, the famous windmills,
which
and
is
the
probably the most
traditional homes.
iconic.
They're known for that, so we've included that. So you also go to Volendam. So besides seeing the windmills, you'll also go to the cheese factory. You can't go there not try their cheeses, the various flavors of cheese that they have there, and then the clog factory. You know, try on those wooden
and
clogs.
probably leave with a pair of clogs. I would imagine that you're going to feel like you need to buy one.
Volendam is the fishing port of the Dutch fishing port there, and it's also very quaint and very nice to just explore that little
I like the fact that you're getting the very contemporary city, but you're also an opportunity to really experience the rich Dutch
countryside,
history. See the dikes for yourself after hearing every childhood story that we have. All sounds amazing. Let's go on to our last night, our last opportunity to visit Stockholm.
So Stockholm is beautiful. You overnight on board the ship, which is nice because you actually get to experience it during the day and also at night time. So it's across, Stockholm is across 14 islands, and it's connected with about more than 50 bridges. So you can just imagine it's the northern, it's known as the Venice of the North, you know, so which is quite nice. And it's also got the modern side of, it's got the old town where you can also visit the royal palaces and that. And then close by there's also the modern side of the city where you've got the, you know, it's actually the palace, the Stockholm Palace that you find there, which is also nice to see. It's very pretty, as you can see.
I'm just looking at these pictures in absolute amazement. I had no idea that it was this archipelago, this kind of completely water embraced part of the world, but it looks absolutely beautiful. I think that the history that comes to the fore is amazing. There is something very romantic about this trip. I would imagine if you were doing a luxury cruise in the 20s and you wanted to experience the best of what European life could offer, this would be the way that the kind of stops that you would make.
Exactly.
This is iconic. This is amazing. Paolo, your team have done something. I'm struggling to think how you guys actually make anything off this because it's an unbelievable value. And I know you guys put these particular once-off cruises together just for that very reason, to give people a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to do something special. So thank you so much for that. Thank you for being a part of our
thank you for having me.
Our exponent for Portuguese culture today. It's really amazing to see how proud you are of your heritage. That's beautiful. And if you guys at home see yourself embarking on this European cruise par excellence, then look no further. For just 26,999 Rand, including flights and taxes, you could set sail on a beautiful 14-night adventure, giving you memories to last a lifetime. To inquire or learn more, to ask those vital questions and maybe explore other packages that maybe tickle your fancy, you can go to imaginecruising.co.za, or you can call 0861 777 245. And I would set you the challenge, just do a little bit of a budget for a local holiday for 1 week and see how that compares
and
in
that departs
price.
on the 16th of May only.
And that's it's once off, and that's next year, 2020. Paula, you have outdone yourself with this one. I'm going to tackle a few more of those, guys. But you guys, we'll see you after the break. Thanks so much. Go. You've earned one at least. Come on.
What's happening, my people? Woo! Things are getting exciting on Expresso Presenter Search. What will happen in Durban on episode 2? Will Tundo finally declare her love to me? Will a director walk off the set? You'll have to see to find out what happens next. It's the hottest thing on TV. SABC 3, 7:30 tonight. Oh, yeah. Gotta go.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Beautiful.
I was going to
Thank you for hooking us up.
I know people who know people who know how to cook.
This is a pasta de nata.
De nata. It's a beautiful custard cream. It's lovely, eh? But very, very Moorish. So just be warned. But we are continuing exploring all things Portuguese through their cuisine, which we love this morning, and are a little bit jealous. More than a little bit, actually a lot jealous of Uncle Tabsy this morning.
Call us on your cell phone. Culinary hotline bling. That can only mean one thing.
I'm glad you guys are enjoying that pastis de nada. All the way to Portugal. Yes. It's absolutely amazing, and what fun we've had here on the Culinary Hotline Bling.
Ting.
So much fantastic comments that have come through on Facebook, and it seems everybody's enjoying this process, but also everyone seems to have some sort of memory or knowledge of Portuguese dishes and all of that. So we've made some really fantastic ones. We've made the espetada. Jenny, absolutely amazing. It takes you traveling all the way through memory lane
Back,
to Portugal. Your times there eating the sardines, and then we went through the chicken livers. We went through the peri sauce and how versatile it can be and how much you can do with it, and just how it just brings everybody together over whatever type of meal.
Yes.
But what are some of your? Okay, I've had too many of these.
Be so just like.
How many? I mean, what are some of your best memories?
My memories from Portugal. You know, one of the most delicious. I love Portuguese food because it's very simple, it's very rustic, and it's lovely. And there are two dishes that really stand out in my memory. One was it's the cow's hoof.
Wow.
That they stew. It is exquisitely delicious, and they serve it with chickpeas.
Nice.
Lots of garlic and that kind of thing. And then I had a meal with clams. With just like a lemon butter, lots of parsley, lots and lots of garlic, and octopus. Absolutely tender, delicious, simple, and all mopped up with lovely Portuguese rolls.
The thing is, everybody can actually cook Portuguese food because it's so easy and it's just so available. You know what I'm saying? We can do it in South Africa.
It's just finding those key
ingredients,
and making sure that you're able to bring them to
but
life.
we don't need the key ingredients. They're all
in the country. It's easy food. But
well, we've received some nice comments. Ladies, I've got some compliments for you here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, on social media, on Facebook, we've got Dion Malepe who sent in this. He says, "Good morning, Expresso. Sojourned to Mozambique last year. It was such a wonderful wanderlust. I loved how they cooked their fish as well, their salad, which we've got on there as well. A different way to do it. It's absolutely great stuff. So someone who's also just traveling through memory lane or down memory lane and remembering all these amazing experiences with food there. Josephine Pickstone says, "Good morning, guys. Wow, love Jenny and Anel. Your outfits are rocking today. You are rocking these outfits." But Josephine says she loves the peri-peri chicken. She actually signed off her comment by saying, And then you've got Bev Murray saying, morning, don't know how to spell the word. I think this one is a question. It's a pork dish served at Christmas time. Pork soaked in red wine or vinegar, garlic, etc., then braised in a pot.
Do you know?
Do you know what it is?
It's vino something. Vino.
What is that thing?
I don't know. I don't know.
Vino. Your husband, Jenny's husband, somewhere here, and he's been knowing what's that meal called?
Vino dosh.
That's what it's called. That's your answer, baby. That's a vino dosh. Absolutely amazing.
Tubbs, you mentioned, sorry, Jen, you mentioned octopus. Yes. So, Tubbs, I've got a question for you, funny paddle.
Yeah.
What is octopus in Afrikaans?
In Afrikaans?
Yeah.
Say James Bond.
Is that yes or no?
Octopus?
Yeah, no.
More than one octopus.
No. It is seerkat.
There we go.
I've got the
With
Espadata
8
laid
legs.
out. Just to refresh your memory, if you want to get your hands on any of these recipes here, you've got chili for that peri-peri sauce. You've got to send that through to 33728. If you want to be making that chicken and how to get it going, yes, the phones are ringing. The culinary hotline is ringing. Everybody is calling here. SMS that to 33728. That's chicken, and of course, you can to get your hands on the chicken livers that we made earlier on. You can also send what was that keyword for our chicken livers? It is dish to 33728. Tell me what you think. What do you think of the espadata?
What do we say?
Delicious.
Yum.
This is just my husband phoning to say that I look fabulous on TV. Everybody knows I'm on TV.
That was wonderful. Well, it is hump day today. So why don't you treat your family and your friends to some really nice Portuguese-inspired meals.
Meals and deals. On wheels.
SMS all those keywords to 33728. I think you guys are getting a little bit drunk from the peri-peri.
It's hot.
Happy eating.
The culinary hotline bling.
Sing. Ladies and gentlemen, they were having a ball of a time there towards the end. Send that our way.
Towards the end. Wowzers. Listen, very exciting news, of course, that tonight another episode of Presenter Search on 3, the Expresso edition, is coming to you on SABC 3 at 7:30. And someone is very excited about that, isn't it?
Tonight, yes. Of course, one of the head judges, Roger Good, had this to say.
Saucy.
What's happening, my people? Woo! Things are getting exciting on Expresso's Presenter Search. What will happen in Durban on episode 2? Will Tundo finally declare her love to me? Will a director walk off the set? You'll have to see to find out what happens next. It's the hottest thing on TV. SABC 3, 7:30 tonight. Oh, yeah. Gotta go.
But it's so Roger.
What's happening there? What's happening there?
My goodness.
Does he have a constant camera crew just following him around everywhere he goes?
He is a vibe.
But that's what reality TV is all about, man.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about. So are there? Does the director walk out?
You'll have to actually wait and see. You'll have to wait and see. But I will tell you this. Roger puts all of the contestants through their paces. So do not miss out on Presenter Search on 3 tonight, 7:30. It is going to be
Because he
hot.
seems like such a nice guy, but when he's got that judge's hat on, you kind of get a sense that he's enjoying the power.
Yeah.
Of being able to put, but he also knows, because they've spent a lot of time on our set. Some of our favourite shows actually have been the 5FM crossover takeover type vibes, and they know the madness, man, that goes on behind the scenes. That the best part of the job is the stuff that we never know is going to happen every day. If you think about today, what are the fun things that have gone on behind the scenes or in between, or when you're like, okay, go, you're on camera 3, go now. Those are the moments that I think we actually enjoy the most, because it's just you.
I was about to say, and he's one to learn from. He's like the king of spontaneity. Any moment, just drop something on his lap, and he'll make it work. Just like that video that we saw over there.
I think he enjoys that the most, actually. I think that's his sweet spot, man.
But also incredibly high energy. He has energy for days.
Even more than us. Come on.
He really does. That's why he is who he is.
And also, listen, while you are enjoying all the lovely content from Presenter Search on 3, the Expresso edition, remember that auditions for #TIOT9, Tropica Island of Treasure, Curacao, are open, and there are various ways in which you can enter, including submitting your video to Twitter, to Facebook, to Instagram, including the website as well. I took you through the entire process of going onto the website, clicking onto the banner, filling in your name, surname, and all of your details there, and then submitting your video. And hopefully you'll be the one joining the 6 celebrity contestants in Curacao for your share of smooth fame and fortune, and of course 1 million rand in cash. You'll be sharing with one of those guys.
You're going to be a lot smoother than we were trying to control our emotions this morning when, of course, we announced the Marvel Universe takeover. It's live and it's going to be coming to South Africa. How cool is that?
Yeah, January 2020, it's going to be amazing.
You get to see all of your favorites Marvel characters and villains come to life. In reality, the stunts, the pyrotechnics, all of the, just from the brief snippet that we got, I'm feeling like a bit of a kid, and it's for the whole family, I think, but I think the parents might enjoy it.
I think they will. Seeing their kids enjoying it.
Do you think Thanos is going to be there?
Oh.
I am inevitable.
I mean, that could actually be a major surprise. We don't know. I am inevitable.
Yeah. Do you think the little rat that
oh, they've got to feature the rat.
You guys. The one who saved the day.
That show is going to be happening in Pretoria at the Times Square in Pretoria. Tickets are available, or they'll be opening tickets on the 27th of August, I believe.
Next week. And
but yeah, make sure that you book your tickets for 2020 for that show.
We love you, man.
From our time here, we're going to say goodbye.
Guys.
See you tomorrow.
Why is tomorrow?
Bye.
Why is tomorrow?
Expresso Morning Show, made with love by Clover.
Another feel-good production.